Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal, and haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal, and haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing? Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal, and haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing? Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars, and I'm going places better.
Near the river St. Lawrence, with the water stem, through a
I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young whoop, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender? I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, word to Cognito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stuntin', but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day.
To this weird click over. It did it. It switched over now. Now it's right about transform. Devastator.
Yeah, I saw your face.
Yeah, you see my just like, what was that about?
Transform. It's the Iron Lords podcast.
Iron Lord podcast creates the most dope robot. Devastator. Remember that shit?
You don't remember that?
Remember that?
First show?
Yeah. Oh, son, that was crazy.
He said, construct the gods.
He's like, yo, as a little kid, I was open. I was like, what them 6 dudes about to do?
They was getting whipped.
They was the Dinobots whooping them.
They said, okay, you think you're gonna have me like this?
he said it's over, Scrapper. They've brought out the heavy artillery.
Yes.
He said, now we will same only heavier. Construct the guns. Phase 1. I was like, yo, I was so open at that. My little mind was blown. Pause.
And then,
as far as that.
And then I felt at that point the Autobots ain't got no hope.
Yeah, there's no way they could beat them. Because remember that episode, they had to cheat. They had to make a hologram, and then all of a sudden Optimus Prime gun could shoot Devastator with one shot and blow, disassemble them. I was like, we already know they can't be suspects.
They had to come up with the MacGuffin to change that, because they was like, nah, we made him too OP.
Yeah, he too OP.
Yeah, he too OP. But then when the aerial bots came out, you know I got my butt whipped for that, right?
Why, for the aerial bots?
Okay, so let me tell you, right? So my mom's used to, when she be at work. Yeah. So I have the responsibility of going out to pay the bill. Mm-hmm. So I got to go pay the bill, right? Mm-hmm. And this is when you didn't have any bread, and stealing goes wrong. Mm-hmm. So aerial bots came out. And I saw them in the store because I would go down to what is that? Young World.
Young World, Third Ave. Hey, Young World.
I would go down to Young World and I would see them. So they're not like Alexander's where you could boof them. Right now, you can't boof nothing in the Young World. Boy.
Why it's got to be a prison situation with the toys?
Yeah, you can boost over in Alexander's, right? So you can just and dip out. Right? Alexander's to grab you up though. But so that was the Star Wars.
And that's when dudes used to be on the wall of shame, on the exit, on them stores. If you get caught doing stuff you weren't supposed to be doing,
they have you hold the toys.
He did this. It was him.
He's banned from the store. So I'm looking at Young Land joints. I'm like, oh, the aerial bots is out.
Okay.
I said, I gotta get these.
No, King, not like this. Yo, not like that. I never knew this.
Tell me, I took like $20.
Hey, yo.
I found a stash. I was like,
oh,
right?
Man.
I ran down there. I had my aerial bot. Yo, B. If I told you how bad I got tore up, this is why I believe in corporal punishment, right? Because now I was supposed to get that work.
You were supposed to get that
work. Because I knew what I did. I had the plan.
Not Mama King purse. Not Mama King purse.
$20
for the G.I. Jones and the Transformers. Oh
man, yo,
I feel you.
Yeah. That's when Toys See Toys,
and
then they put the commercial.
Yes.
They show you
The
you watch the
Transformers.
toys, and then they show the commercial. They're like, here's the commercial.
And then they got the kids with the toys.
Oh,
doing
having so
Aerial
much
bots will
fun.
stop the Stunticons. Stunticons say no.
I gotta have fun like them.
Yes, they have. I was always jealous of them kids. Like they must
Yes.
have been the kids, like the parents. I mean, of the children of the Hasbro or something. Like I used to be jealous of them
Yeah,
joints.
you talk the actors, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to be an actor. They get to play with all of
All
these
the
stuff.
time. Anyway, hear ye. We are live. Welcome to the ILP Podcast LLC, aka Transformers Central.
That's stupid. He said, "Someone get the rolling pin."
Oh yeah, that's with the beats. The beats.
Nah. That rolling pin jump. That was necessary, bro.
And an
Because,
extension cord.
Nah. I never got the extension cord. My mom's wasn't about that. That was my cousin.
Yeah,
and I saw that with the two eyes. I saw that. I was like, oh, I don't want none of that. That looked like slavery. I was like, oh.
What's your name, boy?
Yo, when he got that lashing, I was like, no, please.
Yo, you funny. Turn up a little bit. You cut a little bit. Maybe I don't know if the mic ain't close or something.
Nah, my joint is I'm too loud.
Yeah, or whatever. All right, no doubt.
And then Zoom likes to,
Yeah, they like to mess with you. They like to mess with you. So, you know what I mean? So it's the ILP Podcast LLC and LordsCognito.net. And this is episode number 365. Another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. And today we've got that BlackMythWukong sales and performance. Yes. Avowed. Very controversial. Gameplay impressions. And 30.
Did you see my video yesterday? It was
Yes,
a
I
tribute
did.
to you.
I saw you. I watched the video. I saw the shot. I was on Xbox front line. I see the joint. Much love on that. Salute for letting me rock, let me eat out here a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because dudes be out here trying to take your shine, my guy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What's that about?
Got to get a source into the independent, you know what I'm saying? The independence, the Lords of Gaming .net. We indie, you know what I'm saying, over here. It ain't no graveyard over here. This ain't Koch Records, bro. You know what I'm saying? Remember that? When 50 got mad? That's a graveyard over here.
That's a graveyard. That's where they go to die.
Curtis, you mad? You mad,
dope.
Curtis?
That was dope.
I'm calling Shinobi Curtis. I was like, Shinobi, stop that. That was not IGM. That was LordsOfGaming.net. You go source the link. I love you though. Ain't no beef, but I had to go, into the DMs
for real,
respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't do that.
Fix
that. Get that. We don't get a lot of those, but we get them. You got to give them the credit.
We get a lot of those. What it is these dudes don't realize we be out here moving and shaking.
Well, we outside. We outside. You already know.
For real, though.
IndianaJones to PS5. Oh, boy.
No.
Boy, I saw my boys trending. I said, what is going on when I landed on this?
It was Addict, man.
Your Addict. Oh, no.
I'm like, yo, okay, first of all, we get to that part. But, yo, I was just like, why did he do that? It's not like you did not know what was happening. Why'd you do that? Why'd you give them that? And then I saw the picture, because I'm sitting there like, these dudes are stupid. Yeah. And I'm like this. And Addict is like, oh, no. I'm like, but, yo, J-Rock, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Hilarious.
That monkey meme from Planet of the Apes, joint, when he'd be like, oh no, that I think that is the funniest. And I was talking to my wife about it like during the week. You put us in that monkey meme.
Hey yo,
I think that was the funniest thing on the. It's the funniest thing.
I see J-Rock be in his bag. He be in his bag.
Yeah, he definitely
social media game or fleek. Can't front on that boy. Salute. And we've got Concord sales flop to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. So as you can see, we are not introducing the four horsemen of gaming. We are doing our 1-2 right now. Salute again. Send some love, man. We got to send love because, damn, Wukong don't want us to say the name, right? We can't say the name of the virus.
Oh, yeah.
Wukong.
Mr. 19 has visited yet another one.
Yeah, the deadly plague of 19 has struck once again. It is ravaging the land, and a poor sovereign has fallen victim, and now Brother Addict has fallen down victim to number 19. Please send his love, your love.
Mr. 19 has knocked upon his door.
Yes.
Who is it? It's me, Mr. 19.
Mr. 19, yes. Send the raven to our young man. not doing well. But we still got the other horse, but hopefully some guests will pull up that we got signed for y'all. So we got to introduce the Incredible Hulk of this, a.k.a. the XS Gamer.
Ooh.
The prophet of Xbox.
Swami.
King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience, and is the ascendant one of the Xbox platform movement. Beloved Lord King. How we doing, sir?
I'm doing dope. I was gonna watch that Floyd stream yesterday. I decided not to watch it. Now I got dogs around me. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Y'all get out of here. I was gonna watch that Floyd stream yesterday. I didn't watch it. What I've been playing all week. So I've been playing Black Myth. And unlike a lot of you frauds that don't post gameplay, you know how these dudes be like, yeah, I support it. I don't ever see a gameplay, bro. I don't ever see anything. So I'm playing on my Steam Deck. I'm playing on my ROG. I'm playing on my PC. I'm playing on the most versatile, flexible platform that that's available to do so. And then also I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. On the most versatile platform, besides, Xbox is way more diverse and flexible than Steam. But the second, flexible, platform was Steam. So I'm, able to game over there. I like that platform. I like how I feel over there. I just, put my feet down and walk around.
You was running around showing your build off.
Yeah, so Ghost of Tsushima on the highest spec,
sick.
Is a sick looking game.
Sick.
It's an absolute sick looking game, and my heart nixes. I love you. I see the difference between a team that knows how to optimize, and get a game going. Because Black Myth, as good as it looks, I can tell that all they care about is just brute force. Like they don't care about no optimization or nothing. So but this Ghost of Tsushima. The facial, the conversations, the motions,
sick.
The placement of the characters on the screen. And I'm talking about the highest fidelity, guys. Don't get it mixed up with that PlayStation platform.
You want to be clear what you playing it on.
I don't want y'all clipping this thinking I'm talking about that PlayStation thing. I'm not. That's like a low end PC.
That's you was on the NZXT buttons, or
I was on the NZXT buttons. Okay, you know how that do. The highest, the AMD buttons. You know how we got the AMD Extreme Edition.
That is true.
So from the Ryzen to the 790s, we are out here chilling. Yeah, so the game looks God bless. And I'm playing that there. And then, of course, Fortnite. So I was playing Fortnite today, and Carl got a chance to watch me play Fortnite single. And my disappointment with things that was going on. But at the same time, I got my gaming in this week. Fight Night Fridays was yet another success. It was
I gotta get
even more successful than last week, because we're getting the Discord stuff down pat, right? That dudes can jump into Discord. King Thrash came through. We was trying to get yeah.
Okay.
So I want dudes to understand, like, this is open.
Wait, dudes are playing games?
Yeah. No, well, all right. So he jumped through. He jumped in Discord, and he was trying to get home. He in LA traffic.
Gotcha.
All right. So you know how LA traffic be. It can tell you 10 minutes to your house, but really 45.
Oh no, they traffic. Don't trust me. I was out there. I was just out there. I know. Go down like it'd be the equivalent of, it'll take about an hour to go from 3rd to Ford Road or something crazy.
It's stupid. So he was trying to get there, and I told him, we rocking to 8 o'clock. If you can make it, you can make it. He got there by 8:16. We tried to hold on, to get at least a couple of matches in with him, but it didn't happen. But a lot of people showed up. Dudes won the coin, they won the free food, but it's more about the interaction between guys. Now, I'm gonna say this again. For all you dudes out here, I'm not inviting nobody no place. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not inviting nobody no place. Don't look for no special invite. Don't look for come through.
So how can they get that? What does that mean? What does come through mean? Explain it.
Come through means watch the show. Because if obviously you watching, you talk about I need an invite, right? Watch the show. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Jump in the Discord and you come right on in and play the game with us, no matter what platform you are on. So if we're playing Tekken, we're playing Street Fighter, which we did this weekend. We're going to play some Dragon Ball Z, the Fighters. We're going to play some City of Wolves. We're going to play everything because I have damn near every fighting game there is.
All right.
And
So-
I want dudes to show up.
So this Discord.
But if y'all looking for a person, I'm not personally inviting no man, no place.
Why you not?
All right, so stop that. I'm not trying to make no man feel comfortable and special. You are special by showing up. So I didn't invite everybody personally to come through, right? But they showed up. Stop it. Stop it now. And now y'all know who y'all are. Come
Okay.
through.
It seemed
All right?
direct as somebody.
Yes,
Okay, I see what's
y'all,
going on.
y'all know who y'all are. I'm not massaging no man's ego. No, come on through, bro.
Speaking of which, let's get a couple. Let me get a couple of these super chats already. They already on time. And with that, again, salute to Victor Orozco. You know what I'm saying, man? Welcome to the Lord Bronze. Salute. WW Snipes. Salute with gifted the one ILP membership. Rambling Entertain. $5 super chat. He said 1 console out, 2 to go. Xbox is an app on my PC and PlayStation is next. The PC Master Race sends its regards. Yo, that's wild.
Tweaking and twerking.
That's
go.
wild right there. Oh, man. Dr. Strange Love, salute. $10 super chat. Here you go. Sounds like Addict needs a visit from Dr. Strange Love to get his temperature checked. I have a special thermometer that's very long and meaty that has to be entered in a certain...
Yo, all right. Black John, with the Black John.
Yo, he even acknowledged
with the $2 super chat. Pull up, Cog.
We will discuss.
Yo, strange love. Yo,
That
for real,
was
that's
wild. That
bro.
was very graphic,
That's
sir.
wild.
I was very uncomfortable, but we're going to move on. Shout out to Mash. Shout out to the Master Mash 10 ILP membership. Salute.
Oh, blessings.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, Chef League. King adds Soul Calibur 6 to the fight night. What's up?
Yeah, it was Chef League. If you come through and you request it and you're a member, guess what happens, Chef League? We play it. we play it. You know, members have control of the knob, right? Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Like, yeah, you come
Don't
through,
excite the
members.
crowd now.
I have control of the
The
knob.
knob. You told yo, we don't want you having control
And you know,
of
Strange Love
knobs.
is Strange Love is like, who gets control of the knob?
That's the game he want to play.
He won't play the knob.
We not playing the knob game, fam. Do that over there on your own time.
Knob control.
Yo, anyway, what else you been right? That's been it?
That's it right now. That's all the bandwidth I got.
Yeah,
The
I
problem
feel that.
is it's so much good games is being dropped out. Like Atlas Fallen. I
Yeah.
purchased that game before, and now they changed it. They updated it, and now it's on Game Pass. But I didn't even have a chance to play it when I purchased it. That's why I stopped purchasing games at that rate. It sucks so bad. What is going on?
Strange Love is just too outside with it, man. I love me some knobs. Yo, come on, Strange Love. You wildin'. Shout out to, what is his name? Panic is boss.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for Star Wars Outlaws, but I don't usually buy Ubisoft games. What do you guys think about it? Are you guys buying day one? We can't talk about the thing that Addict though.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we can't talk about that. But
we don't have access to
we don't have
Addict's
access to
on.
that. Yeah, we don't have
But
access to that.
what I would say is, from what I know, and somebody can tell me if I'm wrong, that Ubisoft Plus, I think the highest tier gives you access to their games day and date on a service, right? So if that's the case, what you should do is purchase the Ubisoft Plus for that month and go play the game. And if you like the game, then either buy the game. But those day and date services gives you the opportunity to peek in the window without fully investing. So I would suggest you do that, because I was going to do that around the time Assassin's Creed's come out, and I was going to get a chance to play all their stuff, day and date in there. So,
Yo, shout out to Craig Hooligan for 24 bucks. I can't stop laughing about Concord. Less players than Lord of Ring Gollum. Damn. Here's to the next 24 months of supporting you guys. Salute. 24-month membership. Blessings, you know. Forte in the building. I remember for 56 months. That's
crazy.
Ill. That's ill.
That's my guy.
He said, y'all a bunch of freaks in this chat. I'm starting to believe y'all ain't kidding no. Oh, they dead serious with it. Oh,
I don't trust them at all.
We're gonna have to beef up security at the show.
Oh, you know how it goes. We got the silent shadow walkers. We know what we got going on.
Then we got I can't pronounce, but I'm gonna try Tenkachi dude. $1 super chat. Salute. Make sure you say something.
No, what he's
Tenkachi.
saying was King was right. That's what he was saying.
Oh, that's what he was saying?
Yeah, we got G's with the $2 super chat. Soul Calibur 6 net code garbage, rollback net code required. This is true, probably so, but we got to play it, right?
No doubt.
And Dr. Strange Love with the $2 super chat got more views here than Concord. That's
Hey yo, what's up, views right now? Oh yeah, he all right. So we ain't gonna do that, but that's messed up. Salute. Oh, it's Tenkachi dude. He said hi every time for the first from the Dukes. Oh, okay, salute. Oh, this is from the Dukes up in there. And then we got my man TG Bar, £5 super chat. You be massive. Is it less than or the division or equals the division? And then cheers Lord. So I guess he wants to shout out them. Okay.
Danny Passion official $2 super chat. Wukong is fire. Plus explore and do all the secrets. Yo, that's true. I think that game is more than a lot of the haters is trying to say, man. I really do.
Oh, hold on. J-Lord coming at you. $5 super chat. They just destroyed themselves. It's so classic. I die every time I see that reaction. Shout out to the new Boston Heart General King. Salute.
Yo. First of all, that wasn't Mustard Hardness. That was, they destroyed themselves, B. We're going to talk about it. You're going to see how pissed off I am about it. And dudes misinterpreting my video. Y'all some clowns. Rambling Entertainment with the $2 super chat. Crazy how Team Ico closed and Firewalker was revived. But you don't never know what's going to happen with Firewalker after this.
Yeah. We're going to see. Yeah,
we're going to talk about
We're going to talk about that. Shout out to TSW. Oh, that's Ham. It's got game in $2 super. He said, where everybody else? Yeah, I told you, man. We can't. Wukong said we can't say what it is. So what we saying is Mr. 19. You know
Mr. 19 knocking at that door like, ooh, wah, bang.
Yeah, it's a deadly plague running around the realm. Caught 2 of our lords slipping. So you got to see how it's going to go. Hold on, But anyway,
he caught me in Cali.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Xbox Era got caught slipping. 19 is outside.
Xbox Era brought the special James Bond edition.
Yeah, they brought
the James Bond edition
Facts.
over. Idris Elba, slipped that in.
Shout out to Idris. You already know who you are.
Yeah.
You know.
My guy.
And of course, we got the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito, spread that realness in the realm of the ILP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Yo, shout out to Matty Plays, man. We did that live in the flesh. Defining Duke, you know what I'm saying?
FOMO.
Oh, I know. Who was this, bro?
Yo, I sat there and saw the picture where you was looking like Thanos, the video where you was looking like Thanos, and they was looking like hobbits.
Parrot King and a couple of them, the way they did the pictures, they kept enlarging my size, and somebody said it looked, the top comment is like, somebody said like, Cog looked like he teaching lessons to the hobbits.
Yeah,
it was
wow. Wifey looked and said, why is he so much bigger than that? I said, babe, it's the angle in which he's sitting. I said, those men ain't that small. I said, Maddie's a real tall.
Yeah, he's wild taller than me. Yeah.
I said, Cog likes to do this positioning stuff with his camera where he's dominant.
What is me?
Cog like to do this positioning, but he's dominant with it. Today, and he was showing his calf muscles crazy.
I was working on my calf. I go hold you. Because they be coming at me with my calf game, my leg day. I would go extra hard on leg day, so I wanted to showcase. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, oh, my man got calf muscles, son. I was like, all y'all disrespecting his calf game is crazy, son. He's playing, he's flexing. Y'all thought Avowed, that video Avowed, it wasn't about that. It was just his calf
game, son.
His calf muscles was on 60 frames per second.
I definitely had the DLSS on the calves. I was there. It was fully ray traced. What else we got going on? All right, so we got. Matter of fact, let me finish my balls. And then
finish your joint.
So we got that, and then shout out. Obviously, I missed last word, but salute to them because obviously we all been traveling. We got stuff going on. I should be back this week, and then again, shout out to Batty Place again because he was there at the event. First of all, salute to Xbox. Let's get the full disclosures out the way. I was flown out there, for Gamescom LA. This is something they wanted to do in place for the American content creators who couldn't make it out to Germany. It was last minute because I told people I wasn't really trying to do PAX or anything. So salute to Xbox for that, and then again, no influence on my decision. I had to get the bars and I had to ask the questions that at least a lot of people, which I surprised, did not ask. So yeah, definitely salute to everybody, for the love on the interviews and the coverages and all the devs and stuff that I met. Super, super cool, super humble, and salute to everybody, man. I got a lot of love for the Avowed interview. We'll talk about that in very extensive detail and stuff like that. But shout out to everybody that pulled up. Got to see a lot of people. Shout out to Kai, shout out to Danny, shout out to Paris. Shout out to what's my man from TikTok? So super dope. There's a couple of Blizzard content creators that I met. So many. I'm blanking on names right now, so forgive me if you pulled up or we had dinner, we chilled. I want to send everybody who pulled up on me super love. And the devs, we get a lot of love from the devs, King.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff. I watch y'all. He said, you know what, y'all go in, but y'all keep it fair. You know what I mean? And that's all you can ask for in this game. And it's just super humbling. So that's what's that on that side. So shout out to Gamescom LA, and then hold on, shout out to Tease and Teddy. Tease and Teddy, that's my man. IT extraordinaire. He used to do a lot of stuff on the back end for IGN. He was my 1-2 partner, obviously, and the rest of the Lords with me, so I had to get the backup. You know what I'm saying? But salute to that. But as far as games,
did he do the angle for your calf muscle?
Yeah, he did the angle. You know what I'm saying? Teddy got me out here looking right.
Teddy out here making Thanos.
So shout out to that. As far as games, I have to boot up that Starfield, get that Rav 8, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to do that this week. I was going to wait until the 30th.
You can wait. You might as well wait. You might as well wait. That Rav 8 is crazy. It's literally the Mako, but like the Mako with hops. Mad hops and gliding.
I've seen dudes making the whatchamacallit, the Warhog.
Yeah, the mod dudes are going to go crazy. But you could tell they're setting up. They're going to be adding more vehicles. This is just the first. You can see the way when you go find out, go pick it up. Shout out to Baldur's Gate. I was playing a little Baldur's Gate. That game is just wild, hard. Pause. Like that game, like some of these bosses, I just thought about playing through over. I was like, man, some of this stuff is very difficult. These bosses.
I left that game alone. Where Attic left me is where I left
it. Some of these situations, if you just get caught out there, they got mad HP and all type of stuff. But I'm gonna try to stick with it. And then I've still been doing my Kunitsigami New Game Plus. Still having a ton of fun with that. But let's get the rest of these.
I gotta hit up Hip Hop Gamer to get that Plitch thing.
Yeah,
if I get that Plitch thing, I'm gonna get unlimited strength and ammo and all that other stuff, and I'm gonna play that game.
Yeah.
I'm a cheat.
Okay, no doubt. It's gonna help me. We got some super chats still in
there.
Yeah,
Big Bad Mo.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the Joan up.
All right, hold on. Big Man Mo, shout out to the Lords. Wukong doesn't exist. Concord, can it survive? He said, "Who's on the next season in full effect? If you build it, they will come." Game Pass.
Okay, no doubt. Shout out to, like I said, homie Ham Solo. He said, "Is Kong getting everybody sick?"
Yeah, bro. Apparently.
Shout out to Great Fox 020 with the £2 super chat. He said, "Great Avowed interview call. Greetings from Amsterdam." Yo, thank you very much. That's a lot of love.
Jeez with the $2 super chat. The interview looked like Cog visiting the Shire. On God, it was like, because sometimes you didn't even have to doctor the picture. You just had to just screenshot it. Because if anybody looked at my video, he just looked like he was like, "Yes. So tell me where the Avengers are." What ring have you got? I guess I gotta take care of this myself.
Said in all of your frame rate glory, you had to come back to me. Salute. Oh, Strange Love again, $2 super chat. Cog looked like he was searching for the Infinity Gem.
Yo, for real, like he had Loki standing right there. Yo, if you think about it, Matty do look like Loki, right?
Messy.
Guess I gotta go handle this myself.
Yeah, messy. Anyway, so we got that. That's been it for me on that front. We got the super chats done. We do got one Patreon question. Shout out to Dip Down Games and Anime. Salute. Hope all is well. No funny business. The Overlord, Mohican Otter, wants to know what's really good with Cog and Solve joining us for Fight Night Fridays. What's it gonna take, fam? We outside on Friday. Let us know. Also, King and anybody else, wanted your thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. I didn't get to ask Friday, so let me get straight to it. Yes, Fight Night Friday's got to go down. It's been on me. As you can see, I've been traveling a lot, and I've been flying a lot. So that's really what it is. Fridays generally are good for me for the most part, but it's just like this last month, it's been travel after travel. I still got the San Diego show with Last Stand Media in person, but after like that first week of September, everything starts to die down for me. Yes, the Fight Night Fridays, I will be pulling up. You already know. But King, what do you think about the Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom?
Well, I believe that they're going to do some variant. There's a lot of comic books that depict Dr. Doom coming from Iron Man, and Iron Man, as Tony Stark as being Dr. Doom. Ooh. And there's actually precedents in the comic books that lays that foundation for how they can proceed and do that. Mm-hmm. But do I believe that it's necessary? It's a little known joke if y'all watch Deadpool. And a lot of dudes was giving me criticism on my take on Hugh Jackman. Suck it, I don't care, pause. Y'all dudes can have your opinion of it because you're a Hugh Jackman fan. I am absolutely not. That's the reason why I got a 7.5. Did he redeem himself? Yes, he did. But there are things that can change with that multiverse, and they did explain some stuff when they said when Marvel got you, they got you for life. If you thought Robert Downey Jr. was out, he never was. He did voice acting on the Marvel's TV show.
Really?
Yeah, so he lended his voice acting there. They keep this guy in perpetuity. They don't give, Disney, how their contracts is wild. If y'all know about contracts, not want to talk about that, but their contracts is crazy wild. So Robert is back and he's going to be Dr. Doom. How they going to get from point A to point B? It's going to be cool, but could you imagine if they show him and dudes is like, oh, Iron Man is back. The 616 dudes is like, Iron Man is back. And he like, nah, I'm Victor Von Doom.
So you go with it.
Like, what? That's going on. I want to know how they're going to bring it to the world. But I think an actor of his caliber, as he's shown in, what was that movie, Oppenheimer, as he's shown there, he is still an acting talent to be reckoned with. So I believe he brings those acting chops and transforming Victor Von Doom into the character that is necessary. Now, do I agree with what they did with getting rid of Kang the Conqueror? You got to say that was up to this guy that did that,
Feige and him?
Well, not Feige. I'm just talking about the actor.
Okay, yeah. You talking about Jonathan Majors?
Yeah. So when his situation got larger than life, they had to do nothing but separate from that situation and try to change and fix how they was going to present it. And maybe that happened for the good of Marvel, because I think that storyline was terrible.
I didn't like the King storyline, to be honest with you.
Right.
I didn't fear him. I didn't like him in Ant-Man. I liked the setup in the Loki joint.
Right.
The Loki setup was fine, but when it came
He Who Remains?
Yeah, when it was He Who Remains, I was like, okay, leave him over. You know what it is? I think they was fighting him too soon, and I didn't feel the power.
There was no build-up.
Yeah, it was no build-up. He in the mix with Ant-Man, and I'm like, this the new threat.
And then they killed the one that supposedly is the most dangerous one, the dangerous Kang, and the other Kangs is like, they got him out of here.
Now, don't get me all I was gonna say is, don't get me wrong, like, I don't like that the brother lost his situation. You know what I'm saying? The man, you know what I'm saying, Jonathan Majors or whatever with the situation. I don't like that part, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the joint was kind of wild with him just leaving the cab, running, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how you run from something to get, whatever.
Anyway, we'll leave that alone, but I'll let you finish, yeah.
No, it's just the fact of, I think that storyline wasn't good. And they always felt that they had Doom on the back burner. We could use him at any time, him and Galactus at any time. That's not how it's going to work, guys. and y'all seen now, y'all got to go for the gusto. Y'all don't have carte blanche. Y'all didn't build up any carte blanche. Actually, y'all eroded whatever goodwill that y'all did have with all the subsequent movies that came out that was subpar, that didn't sell, and y'all was pushing agendas that weren't good. Y'all removed the agendas out of the movies, and you'll see that these movies and these shows actually perform and how you want to make it. So I honestly believe Robert Downey Jr. coming back will remove a lot of that, because actors with renown can look at scripts and say, that's not it. Right. But some actors that don't have renown and don't have carte blanche have to go along with the script. And I'm finding it that, you know, we need some of these high profile actors in order to push scripts, good scripts through, not bad scripts, because a lot of good actors help out with the scripts and say, nah, he wouldn't say this. Like Ryan Reynolds. He personally fixed Deadpool. So you got to have those characters, those actors of renown to push good scripts.
No doubt. So we got my man's in the building. Is that Fonzarelli Gamer? Let me get a mic check right quick.
Oh yes, yo, Fonz, I did have to have a conversation with you.
Look at that voice.
We're gonna have a good conversation.
Oh, I know he got bars.
No. My conversation with Fonz,
a real conversation.
Yeah, my conversation with Fonz that day. You know how I pop in, right? And I was so happy to see you on. I said, I'm not going to drop my video until I finish watching Fonz joint, you know, give Fonz joint some time to breathe. And I was like, you know, because I don't, you know, I get a chance. I watch everybody's stuff.
Well, I moved to Wednesday, King.
Yeah, I know.
On Sundays anymore.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, I watch. I jump in, I look, I watch, I check it, and you know, I share it out. I do all that stuff. You know, I push you on Facebook too. You know, because what it is I want dudes to, you know,
you
see
want the old people to see me too.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody moms is checking in.
Yep, all the grandmas.
That's exactly where all my family at. Like, aunties and uncles that you don't want to see. But anyway, but I was watching it, and my guy was on, and you know what I'm talking about. And I was just like, man, just be real, bro. The moment you be real, people really will understand your story. And I just felt that it was still being fake. And that's when I put, I got to get out of here. Like, I got to get out of here. And you were trying to get to the real. As a good interviewer, as a good host, you was trying to get to the real, because you did ask questions that I was like, okay, he gave him the opportunity. Shoot it, say it. And he didn't. And I was just like, I gotta go. I can't see it, because it still felt like an individual in denial in a situation. That just be real with it. And you gave the platform.
Yeah, there are certain things I don't agree with what he did, but at the same time, I understand.
Yes,
I understand.
That's our brother. He allowed to feel how he will feel.
Exactly. We all understand, because we all in the know.
Right.
Right. But the people that are watching aren't in the know. So we have a safety net for our brother, right? Because we know other individuals don't have that safety net, because they don't know. And I believe that these individuals will have a safety net for him if they knew. And I think maybe the trauma to the situation is too hurtful that he doesn't release that information. But the moment that he does, people will be like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, I know the chat don't know what y'all talking about, right?
Exactly. Good. And
you know, the chat have no idea what y'all think. I have no context or anything.
You do know. Sure. You do know this is just as a conversation between me and Fonz.
That's now live to 600 plus people. Bro.
Yeah, and if anybody want to figure it out, go watch Fonz's show to figure out what are we talking about.
Yes, go watch Fonz. Really, what's going on? But how you feeling though?
Blessings.
How we feeling, Fonz?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. Just wrapped up Wukong about a day ago. Yesterday. Okay. I put 26 hours into that thing. I no-lifed it. It was a good game, solid.
Okay. Save some of the bars. Save some of the bars, because we go right into it. Other than Wukong, you playing anything else?
Red Dead 2. I've been playing that on PC and using a lot of different mods, a lot of quality of life mods that I feel like the game should have had originally. Stuff like when they take your weapons and stuff, when you mount your horse, like your weapons just automatically holster. Yeah, there's mods to get rid of it. That game has so many mods that a lot of people are saying it's like the next Skyrim when it comes to modding.
Oh, yeah.
Every day there's a new mod coming out for that game, and some of them are fantastic. So really cool stuff going on in that game, and just having a blast playing through that. I've already got like 98 hours into
Ooh, you were soft on that one.
that. Yeah, it's so funny. Somebody the other day told me, they call me a fake gamer on Twitter, and then the last couple of games that I played on Xbox, I'm like, you don't know for the last 8 months I've been on PC, right? you don't know that, right?
Yeah, they get the
But let's
memo.
just save that because I did beat Elden Ring DLC on the Xbox on Series X
Erdtree.
because that's where my save was. Erdtree was amazing. That became my favorite game of all time. Elden
Wow, wait, over Red Dead?
Over Red Dead.
Wow, that's huge from
Red
you.
Dead took a back seat. Yep. Wow. I love Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring is a masterpiece. Straight up masterpiece.
That's huge. I never would throw out here today.
Oh,
Red Dead
I
be
know.
usurped from you. Okay,
I
that's big
still
praise.
love Red Dead. It's still a masterpiece to me, but Elden Ring is just it's right, man. It's that they just nailed it. Okay, from Soft, they know what they're doing with those games.
Okay,
Amazing.
salute. You already know we got the poll question left before we get into the topics. Latest rumors and stuff like that of a big Xbox game coming to PS5. What is your overall sentiment regarding ports going to other platforms? The winner of the 4-way ILP poll at 37% of the vote was Xbox continues to devalue its own ecosystem group. The realm is loud. In second place at 30%, Xbox value is Game Pass and dominating the future group. Third place at 17%. I don't care. When is the love of games coming back from Switch and PlayStation 5? And in last place at 30%, no tentpole franchises. So King, the realm is upset. They seem to be kind of on your side in the sense of like, they devaluing stuff. So what do you feel about the realm with that?
Well, I think honestly, dudes are overstating the situation out of fear, because all right, so you have different agendas in there, and depending on who you listen to and who you watch and stuff like that, you will have a different level of anxiety. And during, I think, the last couple of years, our level of depression, anxiety, and fear has changed as a society. You don't, and for some people, me and Cock talked about this the other day, for some people, this is your first time watching your beloved thing change in front of your face.
Oh, we done been through those.
Yeah.
Shout out to 3DO. Shout out to TurboGrafx 16. Man.
Boy.
Woo.
Like,
ColecoVision. I went through a lot of these, man.
Could you imagine buying a Turbo Duo immediately and then a day after it's dead?
Dead, straight up.
Like, just straight up. Like, yeah, they don't make no more.
None of your franchises go to live on no more. No Bonks,
Nothing.
no Keith Courages, no Ninja Spirits. No, it's it. It's over.
Nothing.
And then you just wake up, you're like,
you find bonks on Super Nintendo
Yeah,
sometime
down the road.
Yeah, down the
Facts.
road. And NEC died out a horrible.
Facts.
It was NEC was the biggest game company in Japan. I'm talking about, they ruled Japan with an iron grip. Nintendo didn't stand a chance. They were dominant in such a fashion, and you would think, all right, I'll pick them. Even if they die in the States, they're still big out there. No, they died all over.
They're all over the place. Your joint is over, and there's the franchises die with it. So that's what it is. So this is, for us, this ain't nothing. Because,
this ain't nothing. Like,
because ain't nothing going away. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
We're looking at, and I just want to calm the crowd down. It's yeah, because y'all are crazy right now. Y'all got tiki torches outside. Y'all got the khakis on. Y'all marching. Y'all trying to throw firebombs. I'm calming y'all down. Listen, Microsoft has a boatload of bread.
That's the difference.
And things is changing. It's not going away. And dudes are saying, well, everything, the full slate is going over there. That's how I know who you're listening to when you say words like that. Those people that tell you the full slate is going, is there to put fear and uncertainty and doubt in your soul, right? Those are console warrior tactics. And I want y'all to stop falling for these tactics. This is why I call you guys a mustard heart. So I want you to realize that fear, uncertainty, and doubt is not prevalent What it is it's changing. Do you like change? Change is difficult. You will not like change. But in this change, you will see growth. I told you before, follow my lead. I have ascended. I am a platform warrior. I am on the Game Pass platform. And there we will dwell above all, above the fracas, above the peons fighting amongst themselves as we dine on divine food while we disseminate food to others and let them fight amongst themselves. Please ascend with me. And I know you say, King, I don't want to get rid of this hardware. No one told you to. I told you. Look at the platform, my friend.
True,
That
but we
platform
will
is
talk
where
about
money
how
is.
the platform console guy has been treated. We got to get
Oh,
into
yeah,
that
yeah,
part
yeah.
later on. We're going to get
that,
into that in fairness to that part.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
nah,
that-
salute
yeah,
to the
yeah.
poll and all that. Salute. And then we got to get into it, y'all. This is we got a lot of stuff to discuss. Let's jump into the first one. Black Myth Wukong. Wow. Lot to talk about right here. This one is tearing up the charts. Fastest selling games of all time. Game Science revealed that it sold 10 million units across all platforms. For context, the game launched only on August 20th. The game also boasts one of Steam's highest concurrent player counts of all time, even driving high sales of PlayStation 5 consoles in China. Shout out to Daniel Ahmad from Nico Partners. He said it makes it the fastest game of all time, surpassing Elden Ring and Hogwarts Legacy in the same time frame. He elaborated in a blog post. We know about the Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, as far as the Journey to the West, a classic novel, and it's resonating strongly with Chinese gamers. And then according to Steam and the database history, SteamDB, it's the second and most played ever, only to PUBG. And he said that the PS5 sales are high, and that it's really pushing high console sales in Alibaba. So there's a lot going on here. Obviously, we remember initially the controversy regarding the game. You know, obviously there were people talking about that and the restrictions, I guess, when the codes went out and stuff like that. But it does not matter, because Wukong is doing its thing. And then the last thing is in reference to PlayStation 5, and some reports came out in reference to performance improvements may take some time. So pretty much right now, since the game's been out for a few days, console players have reported numerous performance issues. And this is shout out to Digital Foundry. They said that it confirmed that the PlayStation 5 version needs a lot of work. Unfortunately, it looks like it will be a while before they get a patch. So it looks like there was on Reddit, and the actual Game Science's co-founder and director was on this on the platform, and they were asked about the performance issues with PS5, and he said that he acknowledged that the game's console's optimization issues, and said that Black Myth Wukong is basically bottlenecked on the PS5. Yeah. And the Reddit user added that it would take a few months for the problems to be addressed. They're not sure about the time frame, and they showed a screenshot of this comment, and they said Chinese developers is also stated, this is the article, not me, Chinese developers aren't well versed in console development, and Black Myth Wukong's Xbox version has also been held back due to optimization challenges as well. His hopes that a fix is coming up soon. This is from PlayStation Lifestyle that put that out, so shout out to them. But yeah, let's talk about it, man. And okay.
Do you want to get these super chats first before we get into it?
Yeah. Let's get it before they got out of control. Yeah, let's get into that.
It's just you and I.
And then shout out to
so
Fame
we got
too.
Matt, member for 7 months. # no PlayStation 6. You know how we do it over there. We're going to run it up on them. Concord is a mad flop.
We will get to the Concord discussion. We got
Yes,
Danny
sir.
Patterson, official $5 super chat. Fonz, finished Wukong 26 hours. You skipped half the game. The meat and bread of Wukong has uncovered all the secret bosses and the side quests. Fonz?
I disagree. But, I found a lot of the secret bosses as well, but of course I didn't get all of them. I'm going to save my bars until I can talk about this, because I got a bone to pick with a lot of reviewers and stuff out there.
Okay. We gonna
All
get to
right.
it.
Hollywood Rules $5 super chat. Great point on them being some gamers first walk through fire. How about buying a SAT and laugh out loud? Yeah, along with 32x change is inevitable.
No doubt.
Yes, Hollywood.
Lucius Augustus, the happy $2 super chat. NZXT got y'all moving different, huh? shaking my head. What do you mean, y'all? Well, King was talking. He said because he said your PC, your platform ascendance. I think he talked about. King.
Oh well, okay? So you think when I say platform ascendance that I mean I above and I ran to PC? No, I'm on Game Pass. Like, bro, like, yo, it don't even got nothing to do with the PC. My versatility is what Game Pass allows me to do. Like, it's like the dodge button. You ever got the dodge button in the game and the dodge button wasn't there? Y'all, I'm after the dodge button, right? So when y'all got the juke move in Madden, I'm the juke move now. So y'all can't tackle me. So I put the juke move and I put a stiff arm and I'm gone. Y'all are still playing Madden without the juke button.
You're ridiculous.
And I need y'all to get the Game Pass and put the juke button on these.
You're ridiculous. Brett Bigger with the follow super chat. Generation 10 Xbox will have Steam, Epic, GOG, etc. And that is the day that all Xbox games go multi-platform day and date. Get used to it now.
Apollo Dingo with the $2 super chat. King Cope, his girl is for the streets for $8 less for PC. Yo, I told you on the 4th, on the 1st, have my money. I don't care how it
goes. Your $70?
Yeah, you rent her, I own her, have my money.
Yo. Anyway, King Layton with the I think $7 Canadian. King, you sound absolutely crazy. Phil is talking in secret language, so us Xbox owners like suckers keep rocking with them until their Master Chief Collection goes to PlayStation 5.
All right, so what would that do to me? Like, what would the Master Chief Collection do going over there to y'all?
Burger Shot,
what about
Fable?
But no,
Fable? But listen. Let's handle his comment. You said Master Chief, like it scared me. Look at my timeline. When the last time I played that game?
So you good now?
If it takes us selling you old stuff. Like, because y'all sold 1 million Sea of Thieves. We know what y'all like. We know what you like. You like all the stuff that you claim they hate.
So what you saying, this is the exposure. So when Xbox had no games, we got the data to show that they got the games and they buy the games that they said that nobody didn't have.
So check this out. We know what you like. We know what you don't like. Concord is what you don't like. and you like Sea of Thieves. So why not make money off you port begging bums? I'm sorry, we don't use that.
You don't use that Xbox Frontline. Do not use that verbiage over here.
I do
you don't
apologize.
use those terminologies.
I think you got me out of You know, King, I think you got to come into this situation now after everything has gone on into thinking that, you know, the possibility of every Xbox game going over could happen.
Could happen.
I know that won't. Like the
okay, we hold it. See, this is frontline talk again.
You know why I say it's games that's on Xbox that will never make it over there because it makes no sense to port them. Right? So, and the only way that you can get that is on the Xbox platform. So there are games, maybe future games, maybe the whole slate slide over there. I can't worry about tomorrow, bro. Like, y'all are really bugging. Like,
you can't worry about tomorrow. That's what the whole thing's about.
No, it is not. You know what it is not?
No,
you know what it is not? It's not about that. I mean, a lot of dudes, I got so much stuff that I'm playing now, Fonz. Seriously, I got a backlog of the past that is watching me, right? So I got to deal with them dudes back there that I want to play because I want to play it. So you think I'm gonna sit there and say, "Oh man, I can't enjoy all the stuff that I have now because, you know, in 6 months from now, Doom is happening." Yo, I don't care about that. Like, I don't.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Just like I was thinking about Wukong before it launched.
King, I wanted to play. Go ahead, Fave. Shout out to Fave, man. Mike check.
Oh, my boy, hey, what's good?
King, I love you, big dog.
Yeah, go for it.
You're my man. You're my man.
Give it to me. Go ahead.
It shouldn't matter, right? Because I mean, it won't affect us personally, right? But I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro.
Go for it.
Every game is going to PlayStation. You know
I
why?
get that vibe.
You say it don't make sense. You know why it makes sense? From the great, we call him Phil Maximus.
Phil Dominus Maximus is really expensive.
This
first
man
of his name.
said a couple of days ago, what did he say? We run a business.
Yeah.
Dollars.
It gonna make sense.
It makes sense. Them boys are proving on PlayStation that every game that they've been talking crap about, they've been secretly loving. And Phil know this, so he said, "Okay, bet. Let me slide you $1." They snatched it up real fast, like a girl on the corner. They snatched. Oh, I want that money. They snatched it up. Now he gonna throw him a 5 with IndianaJones. They gonna snatch it up. So he like, okay, I'm gonna throw him a little bit more because you know the return of investment gonna be there. So I'm gonna go give you 100. I'm gonna let you buy you some new shoes, some new clothes. But you gonna go out there and make me some money and bring it back so I keep funding the games. Every game is going over. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I was like that with you, like, oh, it don't make sense. But for Phil say we run a
Business.
So if it make dollars, it makes sense.
Mhm.
They what you think, $1 million on Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
Magic collection, a 15-year-old game, 10-year-old game gonna do over there. It's gonna go stupid,
Mm.
and that's gonna fund us our next Halo. That's gonna fund us our next Gears. And for us, me and you, we just care about the games, right? So at the end of the day, you know what? This franchise that I love,
Mm-hmm.
gonna keep on coming. But I say this, I think it's all going there, bro. I think it's gonna be a slow trickle, but it's all going.
All right, so to say this, and a lot of dudes like I absolve Phil of any wrongdoing. No, he knows what he's got to do. But the same way that you don't want to take out the garbage, and your mom say, "Yo, take out that garbage," and you drag your feet in doing it, but you know that you got to do it. That came above his pay grade, bro. Those, you owe money. We want our money back. So how are we gonna get this bread? Well, the test was to see. Well, let's see if they like this old stuff. Let's see if they like this stuff that we trying to parlay over. And them dudes loved it. They loved it to the shock and surprise of some dudes that was in the building that was fighting against. They don't want that. Yes, they do. Right?
We learned. We got the data point. They got the data.
Now you establish this pipeline, regardless to what. Just like you said, they're gonna go get that bread, right? Dudes is taking it personal. And that's what I don't understand. Like, y'all dudes is taking it personal. Like, just like it's gonna hurt your soul that some old stuff done gone.
We gonna get into that. Say the bar. There's reasons why dudes take it personal. We on Wukong. We supposed to be getting back on Wukong. But let me finish the super chats. And we got we got your man Angry Therapist MD with the $5 super chat. Sony been copying Xbox playbook for a while now. Sony will be putting their games on Xbox. Not today, but they will be. Interesting. All right. Lucius Augustus, the homie, $5 super chat. Xbox needs to fix their endpoints. The PC experience is still the worst launcher on console. Xbox players are missing the biggest games of the year. I agree with the PC part. And as far as the Wukong, I know where you're coming from. I remember Baldur's Gate. So yeah, this is a big chat. We're gonna talk about it. All right. Hollywood Rules member for 31 months. Happy Sunday to my New York City cousins. Salute. I'm jumping into a PC handheld ready to experience the platform in its best form, since I'm not valued console-wise.
I feel that. Jay Rambert with the $5 super chat. We've been funeralizing Xbox for 8 months. Let's just move on and just speak with your wallet. There's nothing we can do, sadly. Y'all bugging it. Stop listening to these dudes, man.
We're going to get into it. But look, back on focus with Wukong. So again, we talked about the amazing sales. We talked about now the performance and stuff like that. And also what it's doing in China. So let's get into it with Fonz, who finished the game. A lot of hours, has a lot to say about Wukong. So let's start it up, brother.
I was looking forward to this game. It's one of my highly anticipated game. Wish listed this as soon as I got a PC. Couldn't wait for this game. And reading all the reviews, hearing reviews and stuff, hearing people talk, some of these reviewers talk about the game. The performance, we knew it was going to have issues based on all these reviews. However, most of the reviewers kind of allude to the issues being part of just, it's Unreal Engine 5. It's really demanding. They push the envelope with this game, which is all true.
Okay.
It's all true. However, there is more to the story than just UE5. There are performance issues here that need optimization. And it's just the game. I don't know how far some of you out there have played into the game. I'm not going to spoil anything. Don't worry. But maybe I will spoil it this way, and it's not going to spoil anything in the story or anything. But the game gets progressively worse with the way it runs, with the way it performs. It gets so much worse. Right about the 4th chapter, it starts getting a little bit worse. 5th chapter gets pretty bad. 6th chapter, horrid. Like your frame rate will tank so bad with the existing settings you're running. Now you could be running up to 100 frames, but that will be going down to the 50s.
Damn.
For sure.
Okay.
It needs more optimization, and I kind of don't like the fact that a lot of people aren't really stressing that, except for Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry is the ones out there saying, "Hey, it needs optimization," and they're getting hate for saying that, by the way, in the comments and stuff. But they're telling the truth. Okay. And I don't know how far Digital Foundry gets into these games. I don't know if they actually beat Wukong or what, or if they even got to that 5th or 6th chapter. But it gets really bad, and I didn't see any of those things shown on their analysis. It gets horrible. And the fact that I will just say this: the 6th chapter, I without spoiling anything, is one of the reasons why when you make an open world game, you have to have some sort of compass or mini map,
Right.
because it is awful when you get there. Trust me, you running around like a chicken with your head.
You don't know
cut off.
what's going on type
I
energy.
don't know where you. Yeah, it's
Okay.
it is so frustrating. It's more frustrating than any boss in the game. The chapter 6 is more frustrating.
Damn.
And by that point, like I was at an 8.5 going into chapter
this
6,
brought it
even
down.
despite the performance issues. When I got into chapter 6, not having that mini map, not having a compass, the way they go about telling you where to go and everything, horrible direction.
Yeah, there's no
For
direction.
that, I had to. I took a whole point off. It was 7.5.
7.5?
Because I got so frustrated with that last chapter. I just wanted to end it. And matter of fact, it got to the point. It got to the point where it was so bad that after about an hour or so of running around, I'm being conservative. It was probably closer to 2. I got so frustrated. I had to look things up. Where do I go? And then I noticed other people were complaining about the same thing. Where do you go? So it's just all sloppy in the end. It's you could tell this game wasn't ready for prime time. By the time you beat it, you can tell it wasn't ready for prime time.
Got you. No, fair enough, brother. I'm glad you gave us the real.
Do you think that it was a whole thing that this, because they came from Unreal Engine 4 and went to Unreal Engine 5, the optimization wasn't really up to snuff, and that they had to get this game out because we've seen this game for so long in the cooker. Do you think that that's the reason why it got pushed out kind of half baked at the end? Because they got the most team at the end.
There's design issues that I have with it that are above all those performance issues.
Right.
The level design is horrible in this game. It's just it's
rudimentary at most.
It's butt pudding. Okay.
Oh,
It's
damn,
not good.
Foz.
The whole thing, the design, the level designs in all the chapters are just not good. They're just very linear with these like little paths that you can go off.
Yeah.
Until you get to a certain point. But again, the level design is terrible. Not having that compass, not having that mini map, something there to tell you which direction to go or anything. It's not good. And Elden Ring, people can point at that and go, well, with Elden Ring, they don't tell you where to go. Well, Elden Ring still has those mini maps. Elden Ring still has this sense of wonder when you're like exploring and you're finding things. You're going, wow. With Wukong, it's like you may turn a corner, go down a different path, and fight some enemies that are so easily beaten, and then come to another boss, after you just beat a boss 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's very
that's
boss
how
heavy.
it
That I
works.
heard. Yeah.
It's very boss heavy. There's like 90 plus bosses. It is a boss rush.
Yeah, it's a
It
boss
is,
rush
100%.
in a sense. That's what I heard.
But again, it could have been amazing. It could have been it could have been easily a 9 had it freaking just worked out all its issues and had better level design there. It could have been better.
Fam, you want to jump in right quick?
But it's not terrible. 7.5 is not a bad score.
No, it's not. That's a good score.
It just needs help.
Not at all.
It needs help.
Now see, I haven't played it, Fonz, right? So I'm gonna lean on you. Is it fair to say that maybe this game got a little bit more ambitious than what they originally expected when they announced this game, right? Because this was a very small.
I think they were.
They worked on.
Even with the performance issues at the very beginning of the game, the first 3-4 chapters, you're enthralled. You're like in this going, man, game science, they produce what they were supposed to give us. Amazing. But by the end of the game, you start to feel the cracks. You see those cracks and you're like, oh, this is where they skimped out. Oh, I could see why, there's.
That's kind of where I was going because, I mean, these were former Tencent employees. They've worked on an MMORPG before. They did mobile games, right? And all of a sudden in 2020, it's like this big, beautiful, oh my God looking game. And I think in a way, not saying we shouldn't expect more, but in a way, like it's almost like the original Hellblade. They cut corners somewhere because they were a smaller team, and maybe things got a little bit more ambitious once the game went super viral when they showed it. Right?
And just to let people know, because I had a few people say, well, it's your rig, it's your setup. I have a 4090.
Talk to 'em.
99 CPU. I have a high-end rig, and this thing, like I can push it max settings and still get average of like 85, 90 frames, max settings. But those last 2 chapters, hell no.
49 wasn't holding it.
No.
Couldn't do it.
And again, that's optimization as well as UE5. Serious optimization needed to be done. I think they should have delayed the game, honestly, because of those issues and the level design. Just adding that mini map would have added so much to the, especially that last couple chapters.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I got my man. Hold on. We got the other side of the world in the building right now. Looking crispy right now. Fresh off that game's calm. My man, risk it for the biscuit. Let me get a mic check right quick.
Hey, how you doing?
Woo!
I can tell you I'm not feeling crispy after all this travel, man. It's been a crazy week.
I hear you, brother. I know time is limited, so I try to maximize as much as you can because I know you got your show going on. But quickly, I don't know if you got a chance to play Wukong or just been monitoring all, obviously the tremendous success. Was it 10 million in almost like 3 days? The Steam count is crazy. Seems like, in China it is massive. And then obviously, as Fonz alluded to, we talk about, the performance issues.
Lord Henry agrees with me in the chat. He thought it was game of the year till chapter 6.
Chapter 6 is where it go down.
Chapter 6, you're like, what in the hell did they think? What were they thinking here?
Yeah, and then obviously
and by the way, one thing I gotta say really quick.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not just hating on the game to hate on the game or whatever. These are my true feelings on it. But here's the problem I have. This game is so hyped, so freaking like pushed out there, like 10 out of 10 and all this stuff. We are just accepting games that are not ready time and time again, and I'm getting sick of it. Like, I bought this on the pretense that it was just UE5. It's just a demanding game. I could deal with that.
Right.
I could deal with playing at max settings. It doesn't have to be max settings, but it was more than that. It is unoptimized.
Yeah, well, Digital Foundry and a couple other people tend to agree to you. I wanted to get Risket's comments, in reference to, like I said, that the success of it, how well it's doing, but also PC and PlayStation 5, the issues there, and obviously, Xbox, they still haven't gotten their version yet. So your thoughts on all these things, Risket, for the biscuit.
Oh, that's a lot to ask. Well, I haven't played it, and I've been keeping a little bit of an eye on Twitter, not too hard this week because I've been flat out, but I saw it hit 10 million. And my only thoughts really on the entire game, and hearing what Fonz is saying, I'm a little bit disappointed that's the state it's in, but then I'm not very surprised either, right? Because we've already seen one platform, that obviously try to optimize it for PC, try to optimize it for PS5. They didn't have enough time to optimize it for Xbox. So what you're saying, Fonz, bears out for me. Like, they didn't have time to get all 3 done. Obviously, the Xbox version must be not great if that's what they're doing. But they're hitting 10 million. I think that a lot of these developers need to start looking towards. We were always focusing on. I mean, Xbox was focusing on until the dreaded Tango debacle, but Xbox was focusing very much on the Japanese market, JRPGs, and all that sort of stuff. But there's a bigger Asian market out there for Xbox, that you've got Korea, Liza P, those developers are fantastic. You've got China is a huge market, and I just don't feel like anyone is hitting that market. And especially, and I was really disappointed. I don't have a lot to say on it, but I was also really disappointed because Journey to the West, I'm not into anime, so, Goku and Dragon Ball Z, that stuff's never been my thing. And I didn't realize until Umbra told me that it is based on Journey to the West.
Oh yeah.
But I watched a show back when I was a kid, like terrible, Chinese show that was dubbed over in English. But it was so terrible, it was great, and it was Journey to the West. It's called Monkey Magic. So I read Journey to the West when I got older, so I was sort of really excited to see it put into a game. But from everything I'm hearing, it's like Fon said, it's just a boss rush based on that, but there's no real story to it. So I was really
there's
excited
a story
for the game.
to it. There is a story to it, but it's really convoluted. If you don't know the lore and if you're not up on all that, it's confusing and weird at times, but there's a story.
Essentially, the story I got from what I saw is he's just about the smoke. He goes everywhere, wanting to fight everyone.
Good to see you, brother. Lord, my man's fighting through Lord 19. I respect this. This gangster, but salute.
I'm a hold back for the Xbox version because if I was really I was pretty excited. My thoughts were to get it for PS5 because I've got a PS5, so I'll just play it when it comes out. But because I get FOMO, right? But now, from what I'm hearing, I think I might be better off sort of holding back. We got so much coming down the pipe at the moment. off the back of Gamescom and seeing what's coming and playing some of the games that are coming, man, I'm happy to wait. So, yeah, I don't think there's any rush to play this game for me anymore based on what I'm hearing. The media scores, though, Fonz, that's weird, right? That they're not even scoring games on performance unless they tend to be on one platform.
Oh, man. Oh, what we do? Okay, I see where this is going.
That's the one thing that I really am upset with a lot of reviewers is the fact they're just like, oh, it's a demanding game. No, it's unoptimized. It's unoptimized as well.
Yo, Fonz going there. Fonz is risking. I see what y'all doing. Fame, man, just want to add on with that. And, you know, obviously the tremendous success is just moving and grooving in China. 10 milli, you know, no Xbox version just yet. But what are you feeling?
That's an L. I'm not gonna lie. Regardless, people think about 10 million people were intrigued enough to buy the game, right? And it's unfortunate that the box didn't get it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Black Friday ain't too far away. I'll wait to get it.
Oh, you gonna wait?
I'm from what I've seen and what I heard from, I'm not really keen on boss rushes. I mean, it's $60 is lower than what the 70 standard is now, which is fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and let that thing hit about $25, $30, and hopefully by that time it's on Xbox and I'll play it then. But shout out to the 10 million people. You know, shout out to Game Science. I hope they're able to capitalize on this game and do a better sequel. You know, fix their issues. You know, again, I tend to give the smaller teams first big time game. I give them a little bit more
pass.
Okay, than others, right?
Okay,
I do. If this was Bethesda or somebody, you know, you've been in the game too long, making big AAA type. You've been in the game too long to make type of mistakes, right? But Game Science, before Sun Wukong, right? Before BlackMythWukong, I've never seen a single tweet, no video. No one's ever heard of Game Science. No one talked about.
They were like a mobile developer.
Yeah.
They were doing mobile games. They were, some of them worked at Tencent. They worked on some MMORPGs, but they were a smaller team. So I'm giving them some grace. I don't want to jump on like.
I give them a lot of credit for what they did with Wukong for their first outing. Amazing for their first outing. So really good stuff.
And it's technically double A, but I mean, what you were saying there as well, man, like this is another system seller that Xbox has missed out on, right? We
Baldur's Gate moment they missed too, remember?
We saw them sell. We saw system sell for Baldur's Gate, and now we've seen system sell for this game. And Xbox cannot continue to miss third-party games like this, man. They need
it's crazy that they missed it. We should have just threw it out half baked and destroyed. So just to get more destroyed when it comes to Digital Foundry.
Abandon the parody, King.
I think they did abandon that stupid thing. Honestly, I just feel that, you know, y'all dudes, as much as y'all say that y'all love Xbox, y'all hate it.
Why?
Y'all hate it.
What's going on?
Y'all see what the hell's happening across the street. Old boy dropping down to 28 frames per second over there.
Old boy selling like 10 milli and you not part of the conversation.
I'm part of the conversation.
Because you platform now. Because you platform now.
Listen,
okay.
Unbeknownst to y'all, I'm part of the conversation.
You're part of it.
Y'all can sit there and play that. Wait, go ahead. Good luck with that.
But it would behoove the Ascendant one that one of your Ascendant platforms is the console. And it would be nice to be, you know, selling them in China. Like Riskin said.
Would it be great? Yes, it would be fantastic. Do we know what their version look like though?
You're ridiculous.
Like, yo, okay, all right. So I can tell you, I played this thing on the ROG, I played on the Steam Deck, I played it on my PC. Yes. My PC, it hit my PC. It hit my PC so hard, it knocked my GPU off. Right? It Mike Tyson my GPU.
It's that demanding. Yeah.
Right in the mouth. No, it's not that demanding. I saw Nix's, because I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. I saw Nix's give you a nice optimized
you coming
game.
For Game Science now.
Right?
I see what you're doing.
Like y'all guys said, this is their first go round. This is their first rodeo with the big boys. They out here moving and shaking and all that. They selling like hotcakes. Yeah, the government brought a lot of those and put it out. But good, do that, y'all. Do that. I don't care how your government gets
to your point. I'll give you. I throw you a bone. The splits on Steam have kind of come out. And it says China-specific interest in BlackMythWukong. The Steam split, 88% of Steam is on China.
But here's the thing, though. There's
That's
a lot
insane.
of people in China.
Oh, that's a
Let's say
fact.
that.
That's a fact.
But
That's a
here's-
fact.
But here's the other part. If you look it up, it is #1 in every region
Yes.
across the
Yes.
world.
Oh
is
no,
true.
it should be. It should
Every
be.
region.
That is true. That is true.
It should be. So the thing runs like a dog on my ROG. It runs like a dog.
Why did you
Oh
even
my-
try it on the ROG?
Why not? Why not? Because I wanted to see it run at 10 frames per second, like it was running on a Series S. All right? It run like a dog. Like I'm talking about a absolute mutt. It was so bad. I turned my rock. My wife said, "What's that smell?"
Yo, you stupid.
My wife said, "What's that smell?" I said, "Smell it." I said, "I think it's this." She was like, "Yeah, why does it smell it like that?"
The game. Oh, I can't with you.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I will put
You're
it on.
ridiculous.
It was burning my ROG to the ground. Son. So, all right,
You're
even this,
ridiculous.
it eats the battery to death. It eats it. Yo, it eats. Yum, yum, yum. It's
So
Pac-Man.
game
It's
size
Pac-Man.
getting this work is what this
Yo,
is.
so what? So what?
So basically, you played the PlayStation version on your ROG.
No, yo, I hope it didn't look like that for them. I pray to God it didn't look like that.
Well, we got Attic where you guys was because I got to get him after you finish.
My thing isn't like it is partly Xbox's fault, but my thing is more like as a third-party developer and then Xbox working with their partners, they should be making a deal where like no, you don't release that game until it's ready for Xbox. The parity clause should be like if you're bringing this game to our platform, then this needs to come out at the same time on the other platform.
Did they get marketing?
Oh.
Who got marketing? Risk it.
Well, that's what I mean. You
No, but I'm just asking you. I need you to be, since you was disingenuous with your statement, I need you to be genuine with the real statement.
Why he
No,
disingenuous?
because he sat there and said that, well, y'all should tell them what to do. Okay, well, tell me who got marketing.
Well, they did.
No, PlayStation got marketing. All right, so
Okay.
I mean, say
I didn't even
name
You want to name him
the
and shame him.
culprit who got it. They get to dictate pace. You know what they said? Make sure our version is up to stuff. We got marketing. Here's that money. I don't care about them other dudes. A matter of fact, I want them other dudes to become an app. So they said, yeah, let them wait for their version. Handle our version first. We gave them the money. And that's how it works in business. He who puts that money up first, that owns that marketing, we got to take care of them first.
So it had nothing to do with the fact that they're a new developer,
Oh, yeah, of course.
That is
All of
a
that has to do with
demanding game,
All
one of the
of
most
it.
highest fidelity games.
All of it.
In conjunction with, we will admit that Little Man takes some more time.
The
Not
hell
that
with
it can't.
little man is his own little problem,
Right.
And that's Xbox fault.
Okay,
So what?
all right, so you own that. You own that.
Xbox
Okay, I
gotta
respect
eat
that. I respect
right?
that.
What I'm saying is, we ain't gonna sit here and act like they didn't see what it looked like and said, "Oh hell no, we can't put that out." Because I'm telling you, I played it on my ROG. My
I feel
ROG
it.
is a monster.
I
It
feel it.
eats that Series S for breakfast,
I feel it.
and that thing was crippled. So that's unoptimization. And I'm talking about I
feel
swear,
that.
if I
I
tell
believe
you 12 frames per second,
Oh, yeah,
the max was 20 frames per second. It's disgusting. The Steam Deck handles it a little bit better because the Steam Deck is more optimized for Steam itself, and it has more to do with the back end stuff on there. But my PC saw some stuff and was like, "Bro, got knocked out cold. It should never happen. It should never happen, right? It got knocked out cold."
A fight. It's an MMA fight. What are you doing?
I called Addict looking for help because I didn't know what I did wrong. It wasn't recognizing my GPU no more. I had to roll back, get drive. I did a whole bunch of stuff.
You did the rollback.
So that's tweaking and twerking. That's that don't ascend. So this is the problem. The game is beautiful for me from the beginning scene when he comes in on the Nimbus cloud and he's talking to the gods. The problem
Shout
is
to Addict. Put me on.
you look at the gods. All those dudes is rendered.
Rendered, real, yeah.
Real polygons, real rendered. Now, okay, so it's also 1 million fighters that's down on the floor, and the cloud is being rendered as well. All right, so you got the two characters, the cloud is being rendered, all the 1 million fighters that are all being rendered. These guys don't know tricks. They don't know how to optimize.
They brute force it.
They all they know is how to program. They don't know how to optimize. And I think they need an optimization team to work with them because, on God, when I'm watching the scene, you're worrying about every hair on this monkey that is in the distance, and then you're worrying about every hair and follicle that's on this giant half elephant that's up there. It's too much. And they don't know the tricks. We know little tricks when we're watching stuff. Digital Foundry can break down stuff and tell you, hey, they did this to do this. When I noticed that the frame pacing was off because what they did was try to interlope stuff to give you frame generation, and that took off, that introduced input lag. They are novices when it comes to this. It's a game so far, and I'm gonna have to fight back on story. Story-wise is dope for me. Like story-wise, that's what it is. That's what I grew up with. And
Son Wukong.
I haven't seen that. Right? So for me, right now where I'm at, I know the level design is rudimentary. I know you beat the two little guys over here, you beat a couple of two little guys over there, you run through the forest, beat a guy over here, and then you fight a boss, and then you go again, you fight a little guy over here, and you do that over there, then you fight a boss, and then you move forward. I know it. I get it. I made that I submitted to that already.
Yeah, you made that concession of what it is.
But it looks so good. It looks so good.
Best looking game, I think.
And that's why I say, when I say something like that is game of the year. But did I make it past chapter 2? No. Part 2? No. I'm there. That's where I'm at. So you at 6 and you're doing all this wonderful stuff, and I can't wait to get to 6. But at the same time, just like Fane said, we got to give them a pass on certain things. Like if they would probably put that overlay fonts, what they would have probably did was made it a polygon overlay that looks like a 2D sprite, and it to eat up more resources. And I just don't think that they're built for it right now as a team. They need optimization.
I
and
know
they need
it,
help.
but how long are we going to just say we can give them a pass because of this? Even though they didn't optimize the game well enough for purchase, I think
They got this game.
It just sucks that
they knew
this is a common theme over and
but
over.
See, I don't.
They get this game, Fonz.
That's it.
Because now we know you sold 10 million copies.
Yeah.
You got bread now. You can hire more people. You get this game. That's it.
That's it. After this, hold on. We got to get Attic in because first of all, shout out to my brother. I know he's not feeling well, so it's good to see him. You know what I mean? Pull up. And then I do want to speak to him because he has played this game like Fonz, and he's played the PlayStation version, which is what I want to know about, because I couldn't. I know he was sick because I was trying to be friendly. I was trying to get the download. I couldn't get a hold of him because I want to play it. But I know he's doing. I do. But Attic, get a mic check, see how you doing, and how we feeling about.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you good, brother. How we feeling about this?
That PlayStation, it's not it. But it should have been delayed on PlayStation.
Really?
Over anything.
What's going on?
It's the input lag is ridiculous.
You're not
it was so bad.
That's what I'm hearing.
It was so bad. I'm pressing circle and I'm not going nowhere. And I hit.
Hey yo.
There's a couple times where I was trying to heal and I would hit L1 and it would heal. In a game like this, if you're not healing when you want to, you might as well just. So I was like, I'm not gonna play the game anymore until they fix it. Apparently, they said it could take up to 6 months to fix.
Yeah, that's the problem right now, because they're saying the devs are saying that there's a bottleneck. Or Game Science is saying, or the PS5 is basically bottleneck. They said it may be months before the problem is addressed.
Can I say something about that? Because I had a lot of people jumping into my threads when I'm talking about performance issues. It plays fine on the PS5. The PS5 is perfect. It runs great. Like, look, if Digital Foundry, if Game Science themselves is telling you there's a problem and it's going to be a while before it gets addressed, then there's a freaking problem.
Yeah, we
Stop
got
pretending that there isn't.
Yeah,
I hate how people always do that. Like,
you talking about
it's all good. My version runs perfect. Your version is my version. Everybody's got the same version, but depending on platform, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, Fonz, to your point, Digital Foundry put it out there. Performance mode features a fixed 1080p resolution, uses FSR3 frame generation to achieve it, the 60 frames. While it does achieve the target most of the time, there are stutters and hard drops to 40 frames when a lot is happening on screen. Due to the use of frame generation, and this is what Attic is saying, it brings a huge issue of input latency. Essentially, players are getting around 60 frames visually with the input response of a 30 frames per second game.
That part.
That's
horrible.
Yeah, Attic, I'm sorry.
People saying that they're having no issues, they either only just played the tutorial where you're fighting on the clouds with that person, or they're deliberately ignoring the issues in the game because there's no way you haven't came across the issues. I came across the issues in the first 10-15 minutes.
Wow.
It got to the point where I was getting hit and I was like, maybe I suck.
Yeah, I saw some PlayStation guys saying that they went to the 30 frames mode, the quality, because the performance mode just wasn't it. The
Yeah, that's what I'm
latency was
hearing.
Too bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
It just, you would go like the dog. It's just, I guess the best word I can use is inconsistency. Like playing that game is so inconsistent. Sometimes the dodging will work just fine, and then sometimes you will get hit up right across the head because the dodging's not working just fine.
Okay.
So it's a shame because this game, I don't understand how people that reviewed this game on the PlayStation. What's this game sitting at Metacritic right now?
That's a good question. I'll pull that up. 82 or something like that. Let's see what's going on.
82 sounds right for some reason.
Yeah, about 82. Fame.
That sounds right.
That's to me, that's a little high for the problems of this game.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
And the sad thing is that this game functioned the way it would. I would say it
So
deserves,
PC
like,
sitting at 81. PC sitting at, and they have not given only 2 PlayStation 5 reviews. But the rest, all the reviews have been on PC. 70 of them has been on PC. Right now, sitting at 81 Metacritic.
That should have been a red flag because I mean they love to review games on PlayStation, right? When it's
PlayStation copies out.
Fame, now I see
you
what we
mostly see the games reviewed on PlayStation. You mostly see it'd be like 77 PlayStation 5, Xbox.
Fame, are you
Every single
implying when
That's
there's
the red
negative PlayStation news that the coverage is not equal to other platforms, Fame?
Listen, don't put my name on that because enough people hate me. I'm just saying.
You seem to be
Let them
implying.
continue to hate you. Tell the truth, Shane the devil. Let them feel it. Let them feel it, fam. Let them feel it,
Are
man.
you saying
There's a big discrepancy when it comes to multi-platform games. Look at every single multi-platform game. It's almost 2-1, 3-1 when it comes to reviewed on PlayStation versus reviewed on Xbox. And the PlayStation version always seems to get a higher score. And the fact that there was no PlayStation reviews put out ahead of time should have told you to either 1, buy it on PC, number 2, wait till Black Friday when it's $19.99 with extra games.
And the sad part about this game is that this game was functioning correctly. I think it deserves like 5 or 6 points higher.
That's what Far said. That's what Far said.
But it's just the issue this game's having. First off, like, I don't understand why people are just rocking with this game like this. Like, it's the amount of issues this game is having, especially on PlayStation. If you have this on PlayStation, first off, don't buy it on PlayStation. There's no if you don't buy it on PlayStation. I actually recommend you not buying it on PC either because of the condition they put this game in. I already have it, and obviously PlayStation don't give you nothing back, so I'm stuck with it. It's not like it's a bad game. I'm really enjoying it. It's just that input lag. It's real.
Wait for fixes. That's what I told people. Wait for fixes.
Wow. Jump in. I got too much to add. I mean, all I just wanted to talk about was just obviously the cultural impact and what it's doing, and to see, regardless of how we feel, in China this thing is moving, and it is a groundswell for when it shows when you make something of another culture that resonates with their culture to the core being. Obviously, me and King know that Sun Wukong, that journey to the West, that's that, martial art, you know how we do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That so
A story ever told.
yeah, you know what I mean? So it's cool to see how it resonates because let's be honest, there was a lot of controversy with this game coming in. And, in the West, there's a different perception in how things are received, and maybe, because of the politics of the game and stuff like that, people wouldn't support. But oh no, not for the home country. It's going down. They are supporting it full blast. But I do find this funny though, kid. I remember multiple podcasts. I told people they was making these definitive statements. Yo, I ain't supporting no 10-cent joint. Yo, I ain't. It's funny how I see my timeline right now. And again, judgment-free zone, because I always tell people there's always going to be something that's going to test your stance. And then we see a lot of people have stances have changed. So it's always funny when it's the game you love.
You know what the better question? Did Colin buy this game?
I don't know about that. I can't comment on that. I do not know. All I will say is it is interesting to me.
Somebody's playing in secret.
All I'm saying, don't do that to my man. All I'm saying, okay.
I'm just talking about people.
Fair, no, people, yeah, for sure. Because I remember, and all I said is, look, me and King kept it 100 and said it's going to be a game that's going to hit your timeline, and I'm not going to sit here in front and be like, I am definitely not buying something when I know it definitely resonates with me on some level. So I thought that was interesting. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, shout out to Slow-Mo. Every game that was boycotted broke the bank. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. It'd be really interesting with that.
That's not true. Dudes is boycotting Concord and they sticking with their plan.
Shut up. Shut up, Jake. But fraud alert on gamers be acting like social media and all that be the real, and we seeing the real data right now. The real data says y'all copped. That's what the data say.
I will say though, I didn't really see like a huge boycott for this game. I saw people.
No, you're right.
I saw people being upset over like the I guess like there's no women in the game or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Remember the women and the COVID, the sexist, and there was a big uproar about the reviewer process when this thing went out, and I seen people out in the street.
That was a whole agenda trying to tank the game because of their political views on certain things, and it failed miserably.
They didn't play through the game because there's women in the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of women in the game.
I will say in like other moments, I felt like people were complaining, but I never felt like a movement against it.
No, I understand what you're saying as far as there was no specific movement groundswell like I see for like a Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that was
I will give you that. What I'm saying is I remember multiple podcasts around the 10-cent stuff, and I remember people like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't rocking with that. We ain't supporting that, this, that, and the third. And all we say, it reminds me of the Sweet Baby, right? Because we like, all right, cool. And then we pulled up all the companies the Sweet Baby did, all the games Tencent did. Remember, I think you pulled it up on the screen, and we say, yo, this is literally the whole industry. So you ain't going to play literally almost 80% of the games in the industry based on this stance. That's why it's funny to me when I see these things and I see the groundswell of how much it's selling. I'm like, who buying that? Because it don't seem like the boycott is still in, so to speak, from those people. That's all I'm saying. I just find that very hilarious. But other than that, you know, as far as the game is concerned, it do look fire. Obviously, I think when you feel better, we're gonna do the game show. I'm gonna get up on that. That intro you showed me.
To you when I get off.
Yeah, no doubt. That intro you showed me was so fire.
It's one of the best.
Hold you.
It's
He was up
awesome.
in the clouds with the guards and all that.
Very
crazy. Yeah.
You know, it's funny when I played that. That's when I knew. Oh, this game's on some dumb stuff because I was feeling it there. But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna automatically assume. But that's probably one of the best intros I've seen in a game in a long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Player count's crazy. Steam's moving.
Like when you started up and he's bending down, he's looking down, and they press the button, and he turned around like, I gotta go handle my business.
Now, salute. And like I said, and hopefully
the English voice is not it.
Yeah, I
know
agree.
So fine.
No.
So tell me
I
how
played in Chinese.
Good.
Way better.
Tell me how I didn't know that there was an English voice, right? So I just played it in Chinese, and I think it's in Mandarin or whatever. And it is. Oh my God, it's so amazing because I come from that. Like I come from those. We used to every weekend go to Fordham Road,
get the Chinese martial
we
arts
chip
fix.
in our money to buy the karate film.
Facts.
And we would sit there, and if we can watch it in our native tongue, we will watch it in their native tongue, opposed to doing the dub.
Facts.
And
so much
it's
better.
Always so
Official.
much better. And finally, and I don't remember when's the last one. I know it's probably a great distance, but finally, this is being represented here in front of us.
Yes.
Right now.
Love that.
And that's what I'm in love with. So forgive me for being a prisoner of the moment, because what it's doing is bringing up all my 70s and all my 80s and all my 90s, and it's bringing it here now, especially when every game got some weird agenda or some. I just don't really got to worry about that. All I got to do is worry about beating up another animal that looks like opposite animal of me, like beating up a little wolf guy or beating up a little frog or go fighting some weird monster and going on. And that's all I want to do.
And that's and what I do want to give him credit is what Addict showed me is one of the things that is cool to me is I like that you beat bosses. You could take control of the bosses and then use them in the fight and be them. Like that's kind of
spirit.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that every boss, or is it just like
it's certain ones? It's certain ones.
Okay.
It's like 81 of them or something like that, right?
Damn, it's that many you could change into?
I don't know that you can turn into that.
I saw some I saw some
bosses in the game.
And the 90 bosses in the game. But how many farms would you say out of that you played that you was able to turn to?
Because I had about maybe 15 that you
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, that is a lot.
That's dope.
It was quite a bit.
I was walking through then, came across like these toads with knives. And then I ended up fighting a big toad. And then when I killed the toad, I could turn into the toad. And he's like the most useless one.
Shout out to the toad. Shout out to the jigger. We're going to call him the jigger, the toad with the
knife. It was funny talking about the cut off. Because at first, I'm playing it in English right at the start. And everything was good until he opened his mouth.
So far as I am so with you.
And I was like, no.
Nope. Turning you off. You go up, this, nah. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. And then it got to
doesn't bother me.
It's just, for us,
I watch anime dubbed. I don't care. Like,
I respect
but I like it when because they have a certain level of gravitas in their language when they're saying something disrespectful.
100%.
And when that dude was like, "You'll bend the knee," but how he said he was like, "Ching chong vow," like you will bend the knee, and he was like, "What?" He laughed.
Do it again, King. Do it again. How you said it?
Yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. Nah.
Try to get you canceled. Try to get you canceled. Oh, my bad. I thought it was authentic.
I probably said a curse word too. No, I'm not doing that.
I wanted you to speak. Do on, brother. Go ahead. Add on.
You're the bad guy. So, but when he said, "I'll take your third eye out your head and leave you the other two,"
yeah,
I said, I'm down with this.
That's how we used to rock. Yeah.
And then he told him, "No matter what you do, we're gonna break your mountain." It's the greatest. It's the greatest.
Right, look, what I'm going to do is because I got to respect Risk It because he's got a show. So what I want to do is no, it's two things. I'll quickly brace through a couple super chats. I want to switch the order because I need Risk It's bars on this Indiana Jones. I need to know where Risk is at because he's got super limited time. So quick,
I'm gonna take off too, guys.
Oh, okay, but yeah,
feel better, brother.
Feel better, brother. I know you going through it, man. It's good to see you though. Didn't expect to see you, brother. You already know. So get some rest, bro. King Layton with the California, Canadian 279. It's disrespectful, nothing sacred, and they get new. Okay. Lieutenant Hope, file a super chat. I don't see Metal Gear Solid games. I can only see Activision and ZeniMax because they were always multi-plat. Microsoft going to control gaming through Xbox, mobile, console, cloud, and PC. All right, well, that's the vision. Yep. Zip Davis, $2 super chat. Xbox pay King his money. This is a stick-up. Ooh-wee. Soil Tech, $2 super chat. There's a mini-map mod for Wukong as far as they want you to use a mod. Puckish
See how it is? Modders can make the games better. That's why PC is the place.
Oh,
to
you
play
bastard!
for.
He's so master race right there. That's so funny. Fuckish Rogue 100 for the file super chat. You just can't buy games day one anymore. If a dev is fine giving us a broken game, then I'm fine waiting till it's fixed or in the bargain bin. All right, you and your fames, right? You know what I'm saying? Slow mo. Shout out 50 months. Remember, salute, bro. Two things can be true at once. Any game in UE5 with ray tracing is a demanding game, and yet using frame generation to hit 60 frames on PlayStation 5 is nasty work. Crazy legs.
$5. I got creaky legs.
Creaky.
The $5 super chat. In fairness, Sony has also missed some big games too. In the past with Phantasy Star Online 2, Power World, PUBG, took a while to get PlayStation 4 and 5 versions. This is true.
This is true. Final one. And then we got Fiasco with the $5 super chat. First time chat. Love the show. Salute. The next rate that Xbox will step on will be when they announce on the Xbox stage that Microsoft games play better on PlayStation 5 Pro. Hey,
You
yo.
gotta let me know whenever they release the name. When
You want to know when that's going to happen.
Yeah, I do want that.
Shout out to J Mac, the OG Bay Area salute. That's Oakland in the building. Gift of one salute. All right, let's get to it, man. I got this is the main event. I'm dying to speak to Riskin on this because I want to know his thoughts. And plus, he's been at Gamescom, and he can tell us the energy in the room. So let's get to it. You already know what it is. The big one, during Gamescom live, and certain announcements were made, and
Trash.
oh, we got the famous trash for fun. Look, y'all know what we're here for. IndianaJones and the Great Circle gets a release date on Series X and S and Windows PC. But that was December 9th. There was this other announcement. PlayStation 5 launch in 2025. Jeff Keighley came out on that stage and hit us with the one more thing, and the virality had started at that point. The internet is going crazy. They got my brothers in 4K clipped. I couldn't be there to save my bros, but my man's Attic was not doing well with it, and King said the classic line that went viral. we ain't gonna repeat it. So anyway,
repeat it.
They destroyed themselves.
Yep, they did.
So look,
It was more King's look when he just looked down. I was like, oh man, I could see the hurt.
they got my man.
Nah, it was more Attic hands in his face.
Yeah, Attic did the hands in the face like.
that hands in that
yeah,
face, bro. I'll get to it when
We're gonna get to it, but look, risk it, limited time. You're out there, Gamescom. What's the energy right now, and how are you feeling about this announcement?
Well, my take's a little bit different than everyone else's. To be honest, I don't care. I don't care what they send to where. Yeah, I completely agree. It's over. Like, at this point, we got to expect that every single game is going to go. Every single new announcement's going to go. And if it's not, we're going to be talking about whether it's going to go or it's not going to go. So how they did it, that's the thing. You do not stand up there on stage and go, "Hey fans, one more thing," and then like
You're like the Summer Jam screen. Yeah.
I don't know. I heard someone say this and it was bang on. Like that was I think it was Kay actually. Kay was saying that was telling us that they don't need us. We don't need you anymore. We got ABK. We don't need you. We got these PS5 guys, we got the PC guys, and you're going to stay anyway. So but this is not ripping the Band-Aid off either. This is the other thing.
Talk to me.
It's like rip the Band-Aid off. Come out and say what you're going to do with studios, like what's your plans. Give us look, you've got a roadmap out there. Give us your plans with your platforms for that roadmap when you announce them. So we don't sit there, wait for get excited for a game. Here's the other thing. It doesn't bother me too much because I wasn't super hyped about Indy anyway.
Hey, watch your mouth. I don't blood sugar. You're being disrespectful, but I got
I love Indy, but I wanted a third person. I wanted them to destroy Uncharted 4. That was what I was hoping for. And when they didn't do that and they made first person, something else that I think is a good thing about this. You guys are gonna like this. But at the end of the day, this might make me want to play it more because if it goes to PSVR 2, well, that might give me a reason to buy a PSVR 2 because at the moment there's no reason. So if the Xbox games become the reason that you buy a PSVR 2, it's not a bad thing.
All right. So I guess the other question I have for you, this is funny, in reference to, so you said the key thing is you don't have an issue with it as far as it going, but your issue is the way they did it, right, is what you said. Because, again, they were telling Xbox users to tune into the show. Right, they're telling, hey guys, you want to see this, right? And then, there seems to be a contentious part where, especially, and this is not me, I'm just telling you what the streets are saying with Jeff Keighley's glee and excitement.
Oh yeah,
with Jeff, the one to do it. Yeah,
right. So what's your feeling like on why risk it? Like why you they feel like, yo, this is how we got to do it. We got to send it over to Jeff. Why you feel about it? What you feel about it?
I can't say the words, man. But it's I'm not allowed to swear, right? So it's an FU to the fans, as a flat out FU to the fans. It was we don't need you. We'll do what we want. You just got to deal with. Like you gave it to Jeff Keighley. You could have. It could have been worse. It could have been the Game Awards. That would have been worse. but you gave it to Jeff Keighley at Gamescom, and you had a one more thing. Like, come on, man. You know what I feel like as well?
What's up?
That they are greasing the wheel, man. They are just greasing the wheel with Jeff Keighley. And just giving him what he wants, a little bit of what he wants, so that Jeff Keighley gives him back a little bit of what they want.
Okay.
Oh man, I heard something about Jeff Keighley at Gamescom but I'll tell you later.
All right, we'll talk offline, please. No doubt. Look, I got to get Fame next because, look, brother, I'm checking my timeline, and I'm seeing my brother in the war. I'm seeing my brother. He's like the last of the Mohicans on the battlefield. And he like, y'all can throw stones at me all y'all want. I can tell y'all if I don't like something. And if you're not rocking with me because I don't like something, then get off my line. It was war in them streets, and I see you, bro. I had to click like. I said, I'm still with you, Fame. Don't cut me off. You muted, Fame. You muted. Unmute. We can't hear you. Damn, I can't hear Fame. Fame, unmute yourself.
Oh, that's my bad.
There you go. I say, Fame, I want you to know, brother, I'm still here. They may have left you, but I'm still here, bro.
That light came from down. It was a Steph Curry half-court three. I was like, I see God.
Yes, sir. So talk to me, brother. Like, let's go.
Honest.
Let's go.
It was a stupid decision to make it a timed exclusive. At this point, just release it on PS5 same day and date. The reason I say that is because you make something exclusive to what? Because you want to maybe sell some more Game Pass, sell some consoles. What's 3 months going to do, right? We're talking spring. Spring is ambiguous. So it could be the first day of spring. Here comes the PS5 version of. So I'm not tripping about it going there because I expected it to go there, right? I'm not tripping on that. But we're going to make it a timed exclusive. Xbox first party game is announced as a timed exclusive. It doesn't make sense because you're not going to sell a bunch of Xboxes. Like, what are you trying to do in that short time between
you would think it's almost a FU to somebody, right?
To us.
No, see, you took it. I tell you, you took it a little personal.
I spent $500 on this console, King.
Yeah,
I spent $500.
You ain't spending no less than me.
People say, you want to feel special? Yes, I do. I want to feel special because I spent $5 plus $3. That's $800 on Xboxes. I want to feel special, King. I feel used, abused, and a little bit touched.
Oh, damn. Oh, you been oh, man.
They touched you, Fame. Where they touched you?
Oh, they got my man.
Not
Damn.
in a good spot. Not in a good spot.
Oh, man.
I'm honest, as much as I will support, I love Xbox. I will support Xbox for controllers. I will buy Xbox. Xbox makes
Turn your mic up a little bit, but Fame, because you spitting.
My fault.
No.
I will always support Xbox.
Yeah.
I will.
Yes.
But if you tell
That's the
me I
problem.
can support Xbox from PS5, I will support it from PS5.
Oh.
Because I love console games. Yeah, you can get a PC. I got a PC. I
but-
don't want a game on PC. I don't want a game on PC.
That's right.
I don't want to
you
deal
want
with
to
blue
feel
light
special.
screen nonsense. I want to play on a console. Beat and play console games.
I
I
feel
want to
that.
play on PC.
No troubleshoot gaming.
And I want
You want
I
to feel
play
special,
PS5.
though. You want to feel special, right?
special.
Okay. If you want to feel special and you know that pretty much their games are going to be going somewhere else, why would you keep supporting them? Why would you at that point?
This is why I got beat up on Twitter, Fonz, because I said I was done.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you left.
So wait. So what? Let me.
Xbox
So wait.
game.
We were tying a jersey. What we doing?
No. Again, controllers, the games, I'm there.
Oh, you here? Okay.
The box, unless it's a hand, and if they drop an Xbox handheld, I'm gonna take back everything I said. I'm fraud.
You frauded, okay.
Fat fraud, everything you
Fraud
want to
alert.
right? They do a handheld, I'm buying.
You back?
But another hard console box.
Oh
If
wait.
the
So
games are going to PlayStation. What's the point? I can
So-
play on PlayStation.
all right. So here, let me ask you. So if they announce the next generation box, Fame Entertainment is like, nah, fam, I'm good. That's where we at, or we gonna wait and see. We go. What we
Hey,
doing?
you know
Fame?
I'm gonna call BS, right, Fame?
I reserve the right to
All right, my man. He saved himself. All right.
there
He
we
did
go.
the shaky cup. All right, cool. So because my question is, all right. So now let's get to it because this is where I feel you, Fame. Where I feel you is to your point, and this is what Kid got to understand because I know where he about to go. I think is that we heard in the FTC documents that the reason they got Indiana Jones was a direct competition with a Marvel Spider. They cited Marvel Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man from PlayStation as an exclusive, and PlayStation does exclusives. They money hat. We had to do this, FTC, to give our base something. So the confusion is like, well, you told us it was exclusive, right? And now we find out that not only is it not exclusive, they're gonna get it in a short window. So is it more? Because I guess my question to you, Fame, is this: is it more of the fact that you thought it was exclusive? Or is it a simple thing that, let's be honest, I thought people would be more upset if it was a tentpole franchise like Halo, Gears, Forza. But it seems that
they do that, and then you will see a whole.
Oh, then Risk gets out. Risk is retired his jersey.
That is a step too far. You touch Halo, you touch Gears,
don't touch you there.
That is a step too far. That's it. Yeah, but you everything else. I send what you want. I don't care. Just stop giving it to Keeley. Everything else. But Gears and Halo, you touch those franchises.
That's
and you're
it.
Gonna see a whole.
Well, what if
Risk.
it's just collections? You know, Gears collection.
Good, fam. I'm sorry. What you said?
$500 for 3 games. $500 for 3 games.
So that's
$500 for 3 games.
Franchises.
They're my games.
I give you that.
Mine.
$500 for 3 franchises. To me, that's not enough. That's not enough. Like I guess because I'm old school, I like the console war in a sense of, hey, I got something. I got a reason to buy this platform over the other, right?
Okay.
I like that stuff. Right? We've always done it from Nintendo, so we've always done it, right? We choose one over the other, right? So if everything one has is going to the other, why did I buy this one?
But I mean, you getting it for $3.99 on the best service.
But
on
you like the
ecosystem, and you like it over here, Flame. Come
and
on,
all your friends are.
You don't like it over there. You don't like to chill on that block. You really come on, Faye.
I'm be honest. Even like my PlayStation ain't been turned on that much.
I know it. Let's keep it a buck.
It ain't been turned on. It ain't been turned on that much. The only reason I turned it on because I was playing First Descendant and Xbox Live and went down. You know, it's cross progression, cross progression. Like right on the PS5.
Fair.
And my convenience was there, right? You know what? Just for now, I'm the scoring neck. I'm the scoring girl.
You score, yeah.
You made me mad.
I feel that.
And I don't put your stuff out.
Right now, Faye, she telling you she want an open relationship. She being honest with you. She want to see that. At least you getting the information now that you know what it is. You don't have to worry about this. She cheating or not.
Can't be both.
But she giving you the best. When your meal is there, you get the Game Pass day a day.
He gotta pay, Fame. You get it for free.
Yeah, you controlling the situation.
She come back home, Fame.
She come back home to you and the Game Pass for free. However you want it.
She might be a little dirty, but you know.
she still do those tricks. She still do those tricks you like, and you get those tricks a couple of months free. Earlier.
No, but this is my question. This is my last question. Go ahead.
Could you imagine? I saw this comedian. He said this: you eating another man's sandwich, like you eating the sandwich how he like it. Like this ain't my sandwich. So you gonna let her come home and make you? I don't like pork. I got swine on my sandwich. What are we doing?
But Fame, he eating off of your leftover sandwiches. You understand? Like you looking at it wrong.
It's the Ray J. You hit it first. We hit it first.
We already done did all the tricks and moves in there. And what he did was come back after she didn't shower and whatever. That's him. He on that. Like that's what he like. He liked the leftover. And then he felt like he liked her back when she was 12 years ago. Remember the old high school? And
family, they paying $70 for her.
Come on,
they paying top dollar.
Like before, she wasn't making no money. Now she went over there, and dude is paying. Like, all right, ma. Like, what's up?
You pimping the situation.
But she like, daddy though.
Listen.
I'm gonna come over here first.
Yo, the chat said Yeezy taught me. I'm done.
You know what? That's one thing I don't understand about this situation is the fact that they're staggering it only by say 3 months or so.
No.
Good, give it to me first.
To me, it's like no. You gotta understand.
I don't want him doing it at the same time, Fonz.
if it was supposed to be something like, hey, we're doing this for our fans first, they wouldn't have announced it the way they did.
Yeah,
number one.
wow,
Number two, it's only 3 months out. So why is that?
Yeah, why didn't he? Why didn't he?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Because let me tell you, that's not that long enough for people not to wait for it on the PlayStation. Because they will. 3 months is nothing.
They weren't coming over anyway.
And the thing is, they're just making money anyway. So why not release it day and date? At this point, day and date.
Or why?
Day or a year. If it was a year, I would respect it more for a year, right?
Right.
But 3 months is nothing. There's too many games to play that can mind you over until 3 months.
If there's anyone listening, don't listen to Fonts. Do not release it at the same time. What? No.
You don't want
3
that.
months is
2 months,
nothing,
1
though.
month.
All right, but
3 months,
but
3
risk
months
it.
is nothing risky.
To Fonz's
Absolutely
point,
true.
we've got data already that they've done that with Doom, the Dark Ages. They literally said, boom,
Day and date.
day and date. And here's the question I have for y'all.
Elder Scrolls 6, day and date.
Whoa, that'll be hard. But here's the issue that's for y'all that is interesting. I'm surprised that it was Indy that caused the vitriol. It wasn't it was Indy. This is the one that the community said y'all have crossed the line. Y'all did too much. And
Fable's
that's
next.
Interesting.
Perfect Dark. Oh no! Oh no!
Go ahead, King. Go ahead, King. You ready? Hey, go ahead.
Nah, it's the fact that y'all are looking at it wrong. Satya put his foot down. Y'all think you want to see an undermining of an individual happening live in front of your face? Give it to your known hater, right? First of all, they didn't give Jeff anything on his show. Jeff's show fell flat. I didn't understand why Jeff was here. But now I know at the end of the show why Jeff is here.
Yeah.
Jeff was like, y'all ain't want to give me what y'all want to give me. He didn't know. But y'all see who won the war in the building. Dude, I saw my guy, Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, first of his name, get emasculated by the above. Now, dudes is telling me that, oh, well, you're gonna absolve Phil of any doing. When it comes from above, it's above your pay grade. You got to follow suit. Either get down or lay down. Reggie Fils-Aimé decided, I'm out. I'm gone. So I'm not gonna lay down. I understand certain things was happening. He's like, I don't like where it's going. The hell out of here. I'll write a book and I'll be doing tours over here. And y'all
why don't Phil do that?
Why would he? Why? No.
Here's the thing. Phil's
I'm not agreeing
doing
with that.
interviews. No. Come on, he's excited to tell you about why they're doing this.
I can tell you why.
Bring it down.
All right. I gotta
glasses off, kid? We didn't get glasses off, kid, says Halo Infinite and Craig Face.
I gotta give y'all Conspiracy Theory King. This is Conspiracy Theory King, right? So
it's real.
All right, so y'all know that I'm writing this documentary on AI, right? And I'm doing this stuff and I'm watching it. And did y'all look at the last fiscal numbers where they tried to sneak in Surface information with the hardware from Xbox?
Yes.
So that rose the hardware for the Xbox up to 41%. So these guys are reporting that the hardware for the Xbox is at 41% at a loss. That works in favor of Amy Hood's argument, right? Now Scott's argument is totally different. That's the CFO. His argument is return off investment. Where's my money? Scott is the one that knocks on your door.
Where's my money? B?
Where's my money?
You did that ABK? Where my money be?
Satya's whole thing is with cloud. If you notice, the cloud service and AI was down, right? All right, so you roll that over there. You make Xbox look back because Xbox is the only one that was shining in those financials. Who's that directly correlated to? Phil. Phil can stand up, beat his chest. We did that. But then Satya is like, yo, you did that with my money, me signing the checks. Why is my name not, being touted? Like, what's up? All right. More insidious. September, the rollout for the Surface comes out. Those are the ones with the AIs in it. Now, if you just looked at Brad Sam's last video just told you that they're gonna report their Surface financials differently. They're hiding it more inside the financials for you not to find out the exact numbers of Surfaces that has been sold. Everything that Satya is working on and betting on is in the AI and in this Surface on those things being sold. I undermine the guy right now who's getting all the accolades, getting all the praise, walking through the building, smiling, haha. That was at direct opposition. Those three that was in direct opposition to the other three, you have Amy, you have Satya, you have Scott. You have Phil, you have Matt, and you have Sarah. They're at the opposite ends of these guys. They're fighting this war for us. Oh, we don't want those games going over there. We're doing metrics of those 4. But those 4 backfired on them and hit them in the mouth. Right? So those 4 Sea of Thieves, nobody thought no game from 2015 or whatever was gonna sell that. It's sell that. So we don't know. I want to know the metrics on Grounded. Grounded sold that. They're making money. Now the pipeline is established. You go to this stage, and I know Xbox guys. I know y'all gonna sit there and say, "Nah, this hurt me. This hurt me. This hurt
Xbox
me."
guys to tune in. Got something special for you,
They
King.
told me to tune in. That's why we had information in the background.
Yeah, we knew. We heard.
Dudes is acting, and I'm the only one was fighting you, telling you no, cause
Yep,
they're
I
not
was
gonna
like,
do
it's
that.
going down. I was like, y'all
Right?
going.
we all. So when y'all see us fighting on the show, that's genuine.
That's genuine fighting. Yeah,
That's genuine fighting. But we all privied in the background with information.
Yeah.
But I'm telling them, nah, they ain't gonna do my man like that, because I don't think they're gonna do my man like that. They did him like that. And the assassin that did it was the dude that some people got issue with. So I'ma do this. And when he turned around and he said, "But wait,
one
there's
more."
That was us. We always scream all the time, we want one more thing, right? How in the buckets you gonna do one more thing to us on the show that we told you to tune in for?
Yo,
for them.
Yo, you ain't hot. You ain't hype. It's
Let's get a drum.
We didn't even give you your release date yet. But guess what? The ops also.
You know what it is you got your release date. It felt good for 5 seconds. Because if you watch me, I was like, yeah, we got a release date. And he said one more thing. I said, here they go. They're going to destroy this.
You ain't like that PS5 logo, King?
You know,
They're gonna
you
destroy
the feeling of that?
At what point, though, I got to ask King. I love you, King.
Go for it.
Let's go.
Tell me.
I
Get
gotta
him.
ask
Get him,
you, like,
Foz.
at what point do you look at somebody who's in Phil Spencer? Well, Phil Spencer himself, and you say, okay, I cannot no longer call him Dominus Maximus.
Yeah, don't do it. It wasn't for y'all dudes to say that. That was my name.
The thing is, at the end of the day, he's still the guy in charge at Xbox. Even though there's people above him at any job, it's like that, right? And he's still the guy smiling and carrying on in interviews, telling you, hey, we're gonna put your games over here. And at what point do you say, I can't rock with him like that?
Okay,
what's it gonna take, King?
What I would tell you, okay, so there's a shot. There's a shot in the dark that those individuals that are still opposed, is a shot that they take out the guy that's controlling all the
What is this, assassination attempt or
and let me explain.
What's going on?
And he knows this because everything, he's cloud, he's services. You was negative 17%. You was the only blight on those financials. You was the only blight. Let that come up again next March. And it's lower than, and you had your big rollout. I believe somebody head on the chopping block. And I'm going to tell you, if his head get chopped, and Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, first of his name, get a hold of the purse strings, you PlayStation dudes might as well chalk all that stuff up, because that was the fight right there. Y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get when we decide to give it to you. The pipeline is open, and y'all guys asking for a year on some stuff, you're gonna get some year on some stuff, and then you'll get some definitives. He don't control the money, and he's not the boss. There's a boss above his head. But he's playing the game, and he's been playing this game long enough to know. You don't remember, he was playing the game when the other dude was in charge that wasn't giving him no money. And he was still learning how to win then.
But King,
he's not a quitter.
But you're giving
not a quitter.
You're giving a lot of what ifs when I'm just giving you the facts. Though.
Yo, listen, true. But I gave you facts before when he won.
The thing is this. It's not the fact that, like, I don't hate Phil Spencer or anything. I think he's a nice guy. I've talked to him. He seems like a really nice guy.
I don't think he's nice
But
at all. I think he's a savage.
He's a guy in a position. He's an executive in an executive position to where he holds a lot of power.
Yep.
And if somebody above him is truly causing him or using him like a puppet, let's say, okay, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and he's just falling in line. At what point does integrity not have to come into play? because I think a man, like, if you really believe in something, and yes, let's say you're at odds with your boss on something,
Right.
I would think that you would end up just saying, you know what, I'm going to walk away from this if I truly don't believe in this.
I mean,
I gotta answer this question directly, right? The problem is you borrowed money. I don't care where your integrity is at.
They did get that. What is it? 70?
So,
what is it, Billy?
Yeah, that's $100 billion that day in the hole. And he did tell you we run a business. Those are regurgitated words to him. I don't care what y'all talk about your fanboy fight crap. That don't matter here. We run a business. He told you that they have been very generous.
Generous, yeah. He said, David, we got to report to them. It was like, we got to show the homework on time because they've been generous to us. That's the first time I heard Phil kind of say that. That's kind of true.
He's never said none of those things, and he's never said the company. Listen to the words that are coming out of his mouth. Yeah, you don't act strong when you weak. You don't, like, when the car note people call you, you don't pick up the phone and be like, what? What? Yeah, I ain't pay you. And I know I owe you some money. So they tow your joint, son. That's what happens. All right. So what he's doing, he's playing the game until he's strong. And that's cool. That's corporate stuff. And I don't want anybody to follow me down this rabbit hole. If you want to give Phil all the smoke, then give it to him. Then tell him he's indie. He's the problem.
I got to call somebody. 1 Pint Johnny in the chat said Fonz is against capitalism. No, I'm not against capitalism at all. And I'm not even against what is going on there at Xbox per se. I'm asking King, who is like a Phil Spencer loyalist.
Yes.
Who's constantly pushing his name on a pedestal and giving him.
Because I know without him, everything would have been gone before that, and you dudes wouldn't have nothing to talk about today.
No, he's done a lot of good for the company. I 100% agree with you there. But I'm just saying, like, that's why I asked you point blank, like, what is it going to take for you to one day say, hey, I can't back this?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah. What would it take, King?
Go ahead, Risk it. Say what you're going to say.
That's the other thing that bothers me is people always talking about the corporation, this is business. But this is an art form, man. And I've watched this from being a kid playing Pong, like all the way up through, man. When these were just struggling developers making video games, putting on a cassette tape, like
Facts.
it was nice. It was an art form. It is an art form. There's art. There's art to this, man. And there's feeling in art, and I guess I still believe as well. I still back Phil. I'm with the King, but I think Phil has that feel. Like he understands it's an art form as well. But at the end of the day, like you said, he borrowed. They got a lot of cash out laying on the table, and they want ROI, man.
ROI is real.
He doesn't want to hear it. Like,
all right.
and they've made their bank. They've made their business of selling software. That's what Sonny knows, and he knows how to sell software. The other thing about Phil walking out is this is a man who's been with the company since he was just a whipsnap, like a young kid. Like
MS Lifers.
Been through that company. That's a hard thing to walk out on once you've made it all the way to where you are. So yeah, I mean, I don't think that's bad integrity, Fonz, man. I think that's just being a human being.
My thing, just to say because everybody's like, yo, what would it take?
What would it take, King?
I didn't care what he did for the company. What I cared about is what he did for me as an Xbox gamer after what Donnie did.
You gonna make me cry?
Like, you dudes don't really realize y'all was already over in 2015.
Bring it back, King. Tell a story.
Y'all was done. They gave him a secret. So what they did was they picked somebody out of the group and said, give it to him. Let it fall on his back. Let this fall on him. So we could push it away, and we gave it to the dude that was a lifer that was in the Xbox, and it'll fail with him, and his name would go down burning. What y'all didn't realize was this dude was scrappy as hell. Like, he was a squabbler, and all those people that he was in front of, all those what is it, Sean Layden, Reggie Fils-Aimé, Jim Ryan, he knocked all your bosses out. And then he went over there and he said, you know what? Yes, they did.
retired.
Because let me. Okay, so who retired him?
Woo!
Who they got in the
man.
ring with, and who retired
They
him?
retired themselves, King.
Right.
Come on now.
Off the back
Come
of
on now.
Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer first of his name. Them gladiators winning that ring,
When
and
they
only
left,
one man
they were
walked
on
out.
top.
But he's on top
when they
right
left.
now. He's on top right now.
Last I checked, it was freaking Nintendo and Sony.
No, see, and then you're gonna look at the numbers, and I'm
But
gonna tell you that
here's the thing.
Microsoft
Here's
or
the thing.
Xbox themselves
Xbox is
makes
about to become-
more money
Yeah.
than
I-
Nintendo.
Listen, Xbox is about to become the biggest third-party publisher.
They
there
are
is.
the biggest third-party publisher right now.
They're going to be freaking massive, right? I get that.
You should
And,
see the
and
booth
it's
at
great that they're going to
Gamescom.
make money.
Booth is
But
crazy.
The reason why I was
got
asking
everything.
you those questions and stuff,
Right.
it's not because I was hurt by any of this news. Because honestly, like I've never been the one to say, "Oh, I'm only going to be loyal to this console or that console." Like
Right.
that was never my thing. But for those of you that are, I mean, you got to look at the situation and go, okay, so if they're going to start putting games on other platforms, where is the enticement to buy?
Be
said
that's
console?
a good point, King.
Or
And
to even
that's-
go into,
yeah.
or even to buy into Game Pass. Game
Well,
Pass
okay,
uses exclusives that needs to entice.
That's a
people.
good point, King.
See, so this is the part where that I've been told everybody a long time ago that they were devaluing the console as a whole.
Yep,
And
around
Game
the
Right.
Pass
base.
now.
And
They're
Game Pass.
doing Game Pass.
And the value has always been Game Pass. They have saved me a boatload of bread. Like
Yeah,
the
me
Geico, I
too.
feel like Geico. Like if Geico came in right now and saved me a boatload on my car insurance, I will be screaming Geico Aurelius Spencer.
What happens when
First
they
lizard of his name.
overcharge for Game Pass? When they have to overcharge for Game Pass, yeah, you know, maybe for you or me, like maybe it's just too much.
This all y'all do is what ifs. Like
That's
yo,
what you
that's
do on the
all.
whole show.
No,
What are you
I'm not.
talking
Yo,
about?
listen, I'm not giving you what ifs. I give you exactly what
No,
it is.
no, no, no,
All right,
no.
so okay, so check it out.
Okay,
so
not even a what if. It's
Is
going to
Indiana Jones
happen.
coming out
They
on
are-
Xbox and Game Pass day one? And do you got to wait for it to go someplace else?
I say within the next 2 years, you're going to get another steep price hike for Game Pass.
I say
I don't
before
even
then.
think it's a what if.
I say
it
before
could
then.
be before then. Yeah, it
Okay.
could be before then.
I say them
But
before
my
then.
point is, how do they expect it to grow? Because it is stagnated in growth. So is their consoles. How do they expect to grow without getting those exclusives? To
By putting
entice
games
people
on
to order?
PlayStation and making money from old games. They just showed you the roadmap. They just showed you the whole plan.
But they're not growing their side of things with Game Pass.
You
and
left,
their
right?
console.
You left and went to PC, right?
I'm still on Game Pass.
But you're still there.
Yeah,
But you're still on
That
PC,
part,
right?
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Right. They got you.
No,
That's-
they don't have me. If they charge too much for it, let's say
Then
they
you
come out
leave.
and they say it's $25 next year, I'm gone.
Then you
Like,
leave.
why am I going to stay there for maybe one or two games that
This is
I
good.
like?
This is
Right.
good.
But then when those games do come out and the game does come out that you like, when Gears hits, where you at?
I'll buy it.
Okay,
I'll
then.
purchase
And
it.
So
you know what
can
they
we-
said?
yeah.
Cool.
On Steam,
Yeah, and that's
because
what I was
they
gonna
allow
say.
it.
Franz, I got to give him this because at the end of the day, this is a very real
Oh,
point.
Who
that-
wants to get rid of their Xbox?
All right,
games?
so
Nobody's
gamers,
trying to get rid of
Xbox guys
games.
are upset
No,
rightfully
no,
for the
no.
way this was handled.
Yes,
right? We
and I
all agree
agree with
the
it.
way this was handled was wild disrespectful to the console Xbox user. I agree, but we have to admit, you know, I know, and they know, we really ain't going nowhere. And if we do go, right? Okay, go get it over there, PC.
Yeah.
You still gave us our bread. Go get it over there on PlayStation. You still gave us our bread. You see what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
know,
So-
but-
so
but
we're not
it's-
really boycotting anything because we're
No.
still giving them the
No,
bread
but-
and playing the games that they
But
want.
if their
Yeah.
subservice is not making enough money, they will keep getting.
Yeah,
prices.
absolutely, absolutely.
They'll,
But-
they'll keep doing that.
And what? Let me jump
And
in
I
because
can
this is
see
fun.
that
I'm sorry.
happening.
This is fun.
That's
This is fun. No, I'm with you, Father. I'm with you. This is fun. Look, I was on a flight. Okay, I landed. I'm trying to scramble. Gates coming late. You know, it's going down. I said, I gotta see my brothers. What's going on? Turn into the street. I was like, I know it's about to come, but do they know it's about to come? I saw Attic face. And he said, one more thing. Jeff Keighley threw that PlayStation 5 logo up on the Summer Jam screen. I was like, man, King said, y'all destroyed yourself. And I said, there it is. There it is. I saw Fame timeline. I saw Risket, I saw Fonz. It was lit out in these streets. And I was laughing. I ain't going for it. I was teasing. Because I was like, I told y'all this was going to happen. I warned y'all this was going to happen. And I get it. It was, look, at the end of the day, you know, I get it. For the Xbox console guy, this was very disrespectful. This was very... Tune in. We're telling you to tune in about a date you don't even know on one of your most highly anticipated games for the year. But not only are we not giving you the date just yet, you also go sit there and learn that it's going to another platform. And we're doing it in mic drop fashion. That part is wild.
It's a mic drop.
That is why there's a part of me that says, you know, okay, I did hear about it was going to happen. But I didn't think they was going to do it in that fashion, right?
Yep.
You know, to me, the thing is this, and I have to say, look, it's the saying I always repeat, but Mama always told me, Faye, when someone tells you and shows you who they are, believe them. They keep telling us. They told us at the 4 games, hey, we're just going to put these 4 over there. We'll see how it go, right? You know what I know, it was going to be more than 4 after that part. Everyone knew that. The biggest non-kept secret was,
knew that.
We knew that. So we like, okay, cool. Then again, after the showcase, Ryan McCaffrey, salute. Phil Spencer, salute. They sit down again. So yeah, about that strategy, you know what? Determine. Oh, yeah. Wait, we're definitely doing that again. We like this strategy. We like what we see it over there. They telling you. So to me, it's like, I get it, y'all. For a lot of y'all, I'm a Sega kid. This ain't new to me. Like, for a lot of y'all, this is new. You like, man, my console going to die. I get it, and that's legit fear because I feel Fonz in the sense that, like, okay, if you're not promoting the hardware, it's clear. They tell you no console required. Go get it over there. I get that part, right? But the difference is, to King's point, this is a lot of revenue from Microsoft Gaming still behind it, right? And it's clear as day to me that the strategy they had coming into the ABK deal with consoles, before the deal, when consoles were selling, things were moving good for them. They did the numbers at that time and thought, okay, this is going to work. We're going to have a serious boost to console, the Game Pass subscription. But then we found out the math stopped mathing, right? We seeing that it started to be a little stagnant on Game Pass subscriptions. We started to see, obviously, the 2 quarters back-to-back console hardware is down, right? So now, like King is saying, it's almost like, okay, that's nice. We gave you this loan or whatever it is. I need this ROI, like Riska said. We need this ROI now. This is the most aggressive
Run a business.
Yep, ROI play I have ever seen, and clear as day. And this is what I'm going to say. This is why I do kind of feel King on this. From everything we know about this current leadership, they seem to have gamer sensibilities. They understood the documents that we saw before, understood the powers of exclusive and what it means and why we got the studio. The mission statements prior to ABK taking long seemed to be what the Xbox console guy want, but clearly something happened. Now, I don't know if it's the fact that the ABK litigation took too long. I don't know if the fact that Disney now wants to see a little bit more on that and spread it. I don't know what single thing happened, but it's clear as day from that business update, boom, it's on and popping. And they don't have no problems doing it now. Like they are literally to your face saying, this is what's going to be. It's almost a dare. It almost is a dare. And it's like, yo, what you going to do? You in or you out? So to me, it's like, I've already had my piece with it since the update. I knew, in my opinion, it's fam, I'm with you. I do think eventually things going to continue, right? Now, you have to make as a gamer a decision on what you're going to do. And this is what I will say, though. I do empathize with the console game. And this is Jason Schreier had a good point. He put in this article. The problem people have is like, if you're going to rip the Band-Aid off, rip the Band-Aid off. But the problem is just so inconsistent. We don't know what constitutes going over. The messaging is still bad. So the thing is like, okay, like he made a good point. He said, take Bethesda, for example. 3 games from the publisher have all different rollout plans. Starfield, exclusive. Right? Xbox and PC. IndianaJones now time exclusive. And then Doom Dark Ages everywhere. What is it? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, then you look at Obsidian. Right? PlayStation, it said Twitter. Pentiment, okay, we're sending that over. Grounded, we send it over. But Avowed, no, that's us. It's you see what I'm saying? It's so confusing. And I think they do owe the base what really is the strategy, because it seems like to me, King, they know if they rip it off, like they're scared to rip it off. That's the vibe I'm getting.
I think they did rip it off because we don't got another show after the fact. I think the Band-Aid is ripped off.
You think so?
Now, we don't know what the paperwork looks like when it comes to IndianaJones. And we don't know anything what they had to do to please the FTC and what that is. But they also have aspirations of getting another developer. If this joint has dragged out for damn near almost 3 years, because they're still in court, guys. Like y'all think, just because they're putting these games out that they're not still in court, and FTC ain't still saying, see what you did, you lied here. You devalued Game Pass and you rose the price.
Right.
The media, as soon as they do something, there's a conversation being talked about it. So we don't know what is going on in order to acquire other studios, because I'm going to tell you, if they made that much money in acquiring ABK, now they made some bread off of Bethesda. But you saw how much money they made with that Call of Duty and all that other stuff. And they're seeing that them ducats go up.
Right.
If we can get one more, we know we can get like one of these dudes that push the needle too.
Right.
If they go out and get somebody that pushes the needle as well, that raises more money. But we can't do that right now with the FTC breathing down our back. So how do we look like the good guy here?
I mean,
listen, you console dudes, y'all don't care two craps about none of this stuff that we're talking about, because that doesn't ease whatever burden is on your back. All I can tell you is this, and I'm not going to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I'm never going to do that to you. What I'm going to tell you is that you have your console today. You have your backlog today. You have your Game Pass price today. I know in September it changes, but but you have that stuff that you have today.
Right.
Fear and uncertainty and doubt will change your perspective on what you do have. You're not appreciating what you have at the moment.
Right.
Things are in play that can change at the drop of a dime.
Right. We get that.
Always. But I understand. I think we already crossed the Rubicon.
Yeah.
I already believe that there's no point of return now.
I agree.
And I think as a console gamer, if you find no value in the Xbox platform, if you feel like Amy Hood,
right. Yeah.
then walk away like she did, like she's trying to do.
I feel
but
like
if you find value in the console ecosystem, like Sarah Bond does, then you have console to look forward to in the future. And they already expounded on that aspect of it. It will be the best leap. It will be this, it will be that. I think that how we view console gaming in the future is going to change. Yeah. We are still stuck in the war. The war.
Oh yeah, they let that over. That's over. I gotta respect Risk, because Risk got to go, and I gotta respect this man. So I want to get your final balls before you head out, Risk, brother. Thank you for giving up some bars there, man.
Yeah, they're gonna go. Sorry, you caught me off guard. Yeah, I don't care, man. I'm at the point where I just you don't send Gears, you don't send Halo. Everything else.
How confident are you?
If they do send it over there, why would you stop being an Xbox?
That's the question. Let's be real. If it happens, like, worst case scenario.
I don't get that mindset at all. Like, if I own a console and I own a bunch of games on it, I'm not going to get rid of it because he gets to play it over there.
Do we gotta mature, Risk it? Do we gotta level up? Do we gotta ascend?
No, you look. This is exactly what I'll do, right?
So
I'm
let's
hoping that E-Day launches before the next console comes out, right? Okay. Because I've been holding off on that PC, man. Because I think this next console is going to be the one, right? Okay. This is going to be the one that at least does 1440p and gives me ray tracing, right? I'm hoping. Okay. That's what I want. I want my console. I want 1440p ray tracing, 60 frames per second, and then I'm happy, right? That's what I think is going to happen. Now, if they send Gears to PlayStation, I'm just going to buy a PC. I am not gonna buy the console.
And still be on Xbox and Game Pass.
And still be on Game Pass. They still got you there. You're not taking a stand and say, I'm leaving the ecosystem.
That's fine. You'll still be in the ecosystem.
I'll still be in the ecosystem. Like, how am I going to leave the ecosystem? Everyone I know is in that ecosystem.
Exactly.
All my friends are in that ecosystem. All my games are in that ecosystem. They do know that. But when is PlayStation going to realize this? You're already seeing some moves there as well. But yeah, look, I agree. The war is over too. And I've been saying this for a while. I said this back with the 4 games. Not everyone knew that there was not going to be other games because there was people out there saying it's just 4. And that's we knew that wasn't going to just be 4. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm in the ecosystem no matter what. But what will I do? I'll jump up and down. on Twitter and go to PC. That's it.
You jump on you get your balls over Twitter. You gonna let them know, and then you gonna go to PC.
That's it. I think most console gamers will not budge. I think they will stay with Xbox no matter what. A lot of them will. It's just that enticement for me for a new console owner. You know, somebody who's looking at buying a new console. That's what I kind of worry about in the future for Xbox when it comes to consoles. And when I say worry, I don't mean like, oh my God, I'm scared it's going to go away, because I don't think we should fear that at all. Especially here in North America, I think the demand for an Xbox console here is pretty big still.
It's still there.
In other regions, though, you might not get an Xbox, you know, in the UK at some point, you know, who knows? But, you know, to touch on something you said about messaging earlier, I honestly think that even Xbox don't really know the route they're going to go completely 100%. And that's why they're not coming out and saying
fully committing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't know exactly. I think they're doing a lot of testing here and there. And I think part of it is like maybe some of them are on board. Let's just port everything over there, and some of them aren't. But they're not going to come out and just
to circle back to what you were saying about the console funds before I got to go.
I know you got to go.
Just to circle back real quick is well, you were talking about the console. I don't think that they will, that a console will go away. And the reason why is because I think what they'll do is they'll stop looking at consoles as loss leaders, and they'll start looking at consoles as hardware, like the hardware they sell the Surface for a profit. Now, if they start selling the console for a profit, it's going to be more expensive. You get less sales. Everything goes to PlayStation. Maybe you get less sales. You get your hardcore. There's still going to be people who will come to the ecosystem. There's people growing up that, you know, my son is an Xbox gamer. My eldest and my youngest will be an Xbox gamer, and he'll buy one, right? So there's still going to be people who are going to come new into the ecosystem. But if you lose people and you're only selling 10 million consoles at a profit, you're still selling 10 million consoles at a profit. So if they're smart enough and they start to look at that hardware as a laptop hardware, as a PC hardware, and sell that as a profit, you know, software is, you know, the hardware can be the icing on the cake, and the software can be where they make their bank. And they are everywhere. Like if you saw that booth at Gamescom, it was massive. They've got everything. There everything. It's like it was the biggest booth at Gamescom. It was huge. People say Xbox is, you know, you hear it online all the time, you know, Xbox is dying. They're not dying, they are growing.
Yeah, they're massively growing.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, and I'm trying to help my brother Fame too. You know what I'm saying with this, and I know we all going through it because we used to certain things, us old school cats. But to your point, you know, Risk It. You know, this is uncharted territory. I'm from the era where I had a TurboGrafx 16, or I had a Dreamcast, or I had a 3DO, and it was over. You woke up one day and they stopped making things for it. It's done, right? This is different. You're talking about someone who is saying, okay, we cannot win this way. This old way that they're doing with the console, it's not working for us. Also, we have to be honest about the brand power of where that is. You know what I mean? And if people are willing to buy our old games, like a Sea of Thieves, and have this user engagement, all this stuff, and we are willing to put our stuff everywhere. We don't care where you get it. This is uncharted territory in the sense of, yeah, we're kind of going third party, but we still have a console and a service. And I've never seen it before. And I will say this is uncharted territory. I'm not going to guarantee and say it's definitely going to win, but there could be a chance that maybe us hardcore console guys got it wrong, and maybe this is how they survive. Maybe this is the metamorphosis that changes things into it. My last thing I'll say, and I'll give it to you for, Risk before you go, is just that, look, I'm just here for the games, bro. Like, at the end of the day, they got a murderous row of games. That's the sad part about all of this. No one talk about, King, the Lords, we saw this IndianaJones behind the scenes. We saw the extent that this thing got that game of the year kind of feel, bro. Like, it really do. Then you look at the murderous row. People saying, Digital Foundry saying, yo, Stalker 2 was one of their top games of the show at Gamescom. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about that. We're talking about...
They fixed it up from what we talked about.
Shattered Space. We're talking about Shattered Space. We're talking about Call of Duty in the service. We got to see what that do. Right? Then
where's that marketing though?
Fair enough. I know. We're gonna get to that. We gotta talk, but we gotta see what that do, right? And then we also have to admit the final thing is that a lot, I told you the Sinister Six, those games that people are still living on PS4 and Xbox One on that have not come over to next gen. That is still in play. We see the small effects of a college football. We know what GTA 6 is going to do when that drop. So again, the last point, we got to keep things in perspective. I know hardware is down. I know the last 2 quarters are horrible. I know the messaging is horrible. But the thing that surprised me was when I saw Matt Piscatella's tweet. When you looked at Circana, you looked at these series consoles in comparison to their best generation, the 360, it is still on pace to meet that. That blew my mind.
Yeah,
So this
these dudes keep talking about Xbox One. It's really 360.
Right. So the pocket that
There's
they
also
in.
millions of more gamers these days.
Exactly. So if it means, we got to put it over here. Here comes mobile. Here comes cloud. You still get it over there. I'm with you, Risk It. I don't think they leave completely, but I do think it's going to be more like a bespoke thing. Like, we'll still give you that. Right, for the guys that want that, we'll still give it that. We may not invest as crazy as we used to with it, as far as like the mass production of it, but you'll still have it. But we don't care if the PlayStation guy gets it later, or we don't care. It just seems they are telling us what they're going to do. But that's what I got to say.
Look at what happened with PC, Cog.
Yeah.
In 2016.
Remember the fight gamers had then. Yeah.
Oh my God, people were just blowing up about that, getting so upset over it. Even back then, I was like, who cares if they get to play it?
And nobody's crying about that now. But we got Gerald Mack. We're gifted 1 Iron Laws podcast membership. We got Longhouse Gaming Podcast $5 super chat. The announcement could have been a blow against
a blog post. Yeah, we agree.
Blog post against in February. Nothing is gained by announcing the port before the game gets legs on it. I agree with that, but I also remember. I remember what I said. I believe that was a direct chopping of somebody.
All right, before you continue, let me get Risk in his outro because he's got to go. Risk for the business, my brother. Appreciate you, man. We got to do this right with more time. I know, but I really appreciate you coming through. Where can the find people find you? What you got going on, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me over on YouTube at Risk It for the Biscuit, or you can find me on Twitter at Risk4TB. We go live 8 p.m. EST every Friday on YouTube. At the moment, we're doing it sort of crossing over with your show.
Yes. I know.
So I apologize for that. It's the only time that I get it done. It's one of the reasons I can be here, because normally when you go live, it's quite early for me. So
yeah. When I see you, I know we went too long.
I appreciate you guys having me on, man. It's been a long time coming, and I really appreciate all you guys and your takes, man. It's great to see all you guys.
Appreciate you, brother.
I'm glad that you had a good time over there.
Yeah, brother. Always
I do want to hear about your scope of what you saw over there. We never got a chance to talk about exactly, because you were in Germany. You got a chance to, have boots on the ground. So I do want to get, talk to you about that one day.
All right, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, brother. Have a good one, man. We will talk. Cheers, talk. All right, man. Peace. Yo.
Later. Cognito. So I got a slide, but I want to give a theory.
All right, let's go.
A small theory before I go. Okay?
Let's go.
People saw this on Twitter and thought it was a slight. I prefer Android phones over iPhone, right? So I put out a tweet that says Xbox equals Android, right? That was I tweeted. People say this is the shot. I was like, no. Android is the biggest OS around. It's more Android phones out than there are iPhones, right? And PlayStation always gets that iPhone feeling like, and they come out with something later, but it's the greatest thing in the world, right? They've always done that. Microsoft, as we know, is a software company. Yes. If something's hardware and it's failing, it's gone. Zoom, gone. Phone, gone. But the software is still there. My theory, I would love to see it happen.
Talk to me.
Is that I would love to say, oh, wait a minute, Samsung has a thing out that does Xbox OS. Philips has a handheld out, Xbox OS. Moving forward, instead of Xbox having to bear the burden of selling the consoles at a loss, you let somebody else do your hardware, you do your software, and guess what? Your games are still
King.
Everybody gets a piece of the pie.
We've lived through this. Remember 3DO. The 3DO? There used to be, what is it, the Toshiba? They were different. They did it. That was the first time I said it. It's not unprecedented. I mean, it's interesting what you said. It is interesting.
Well, yeah, they will have. That stuff has been talked around in the background, and what I did get an understanding from some people is that they're not doing that option yet, but that option is a thought. So it's quite possible. It's a sound theory. It's a sound proposition. I think the next console that they do sell is going to be sold at a profit. I don't think they're going to be selling a console at a loss any longer.
Because 600, 650,
Yeah,
700.
I don't think you'll see that price range any longer. I think you're going to see a console that's well in line with the profit margin that can facilitate growth, because they do have the PC as the high version of whatever that would be on that game. So I do think, I don't think you'll see the double SKU anymore. I think the double SKU hurt them in that sense. But I also believe that they're going to look at the PC. If you want the highest version of this game and you want to run it at whatever fidelity with all these bells and whistles, then go play it up there. But we are going to give you what we can sell you that's going to get us a return off investment immediately, like the Nintendo does. Nintendo has a sound strategy in selling your piece of hardware at a win and still making money. But what they don't have is the option for you to play that game that you purchased at a higher fidelity if you do have those options. So I think that will be their strategy going forward, opposed to selling it at a loss right now, because right now PlayStation is making $7 per console being sold. That's still a profit on it being sold. So you still have a vested interest in selling consoles. Xbox is losing like $20 per console being sold. There's no interest in it being sold. So i.e. the marketing towards selling an Xbox console product is not there. They would rather sell you a subscription where that is just nothing but a net positive, opposed to a net negative in selling hardware.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know Faye, we got to get out of here, but I did want to speak to my bro before he leave, in the sense that, like, I see him going through it, man. I felt.
I'm with you, bro.
I felt everything you said,
I
bro.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? All that being said, again, I just want to feel special, right?
I love it.
I just
Make me
want to
feel
be
good.
heard.
Yes.
Make me monster fall, baby.
That make me feel good.
I love it.
You
know
understand it now, right?
You know it's crazy because when all of that happened, y'all know Dallas, man. He does the music for Level One. He was like, "Fame, you're the only person I know that can go platinum with no features," because somehow you're not getting the views you want, but you somehow in this door. You somehow in here. You somehow over there. I don't know how it happened. So for the people who rock with me, and one thing about that is the Iron Lords. Y'all guys have always been good to me. So when that I'm telling you, when I saw that light come from downtown, I was like, I appreciate it. You already know. You ain't got to retweet it, put it on your timeline, because people gonna get mad about it. That light meant a lot. At the end of the day, again, I tell people, man, I enjoy Xbox. I will continue to support Xbox. But my feelings on how I feel about the hardware right now are topsy-turvy.
Fair.
But if they drop a handheld,
okay,
a Switch-like device,
you
can have my money, Uncle. You can have it. I'm there.
I feel you.
But listen, I appreciate the invite. I do apologize that I got
no, bro. Man. You gotta go.
It's always been love.
Always love, bro.
Lord.
Always.
What you guys do every Sunday, man, it's a beautiful thing. You guys,
thank you, brother.
For the rest of us to look up to. I know you guys have been always somebody I can DM and say, hey, da-da-da-da. That's always been great about you guys, man. I love you guys. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys going to be at PAX West. Unfortunately, I won't be there.
Yeah, I won't be there this year.
No, we won't be there.
Other members of our team.
Oh, Baron holding it down? Yeah, we'll be there this year. Okay.
Baron always holding it.
Oh, Baron, you holding. Shout out to Baron. Shout out to Level One.
Yeah, Baron everywhere, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
he's
sir.
Like oxygen, bro.
He's everywhere.
Salute the Baron.
Fonz, it was good being on the pod with you, King David. LordCognito, man. I love you guys.
Love you too, bro.
Keep doing what you guys are doing, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side.
You already know, and I'm gonna put that your channel in the chat. Yo, do us a favor, man. Go subscribe to Level One Gaming right now, man. This is the brother right now doing good work, independent outlet, doing his thing. Here's the Twitter, and then we're gonna put the actual Level One, the channel, man. Y'all got to support it, because this guy's doing it for a long time. Make sure you subscribe to all this goodness right now. They in the street for real. There we go.
Have
a good one. Absolutely. Hit that link, y'all. I just put it in there. Support Fame, man. He's a good dude. Salute.
I appreciate y'all, man. It's the Lord's Day, baby.
Woo! You already know. Peace out, brother. You already know. Awesome. Let's get these super chats, King.
All right, so that's Ingrow Fire 67 with the $5 super chat. It's just IndianaJones. It's just Forza. It's just E-Day.
You share that
girl. Hashtag you share that girl.
That was good.
Enough to make Daddy Earl. But pay up. I don't care what you do. Just make sure you have my money on Tuesday.
All right.
Too opinionated, the $5 super chat. Hell nah, they shouldn't be in my fridge. Hashtag Starvethon. I agree with you too. The console warrior me want Kong to die. I want him to become an app. Apparently, we want to keep him alive. Lou Beggar with the $2 super chat. Xbox Frontline News 2.0 Indiana merch hold the L. Listen, on God, if you think that it's an L that they get to sell it to you for $70 and I get to play it for free and I get it 3 months before you get it, but you want my regurgitated stuff, God bless. Have fun with that. But make sure you have my money on Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Bars. Oh, you don't flake that boy. Damn.
This is what I'm talking about. You dudes come for me. Don't come for me unless I send for you, because I'm very nasty with it. I can do it off top. This is off dome.
That's a freestyle. That's freestyle on top.
Man. Simon Brandley with the £5 super chat. Time exclusive 6 months for Bethesda titles are fine. If Halo, Gears, or Fable go, it's over. Phil needs to define what Xbox exclusives is. What it is the problem that y'all having is y'all looking for definitions when y'all should just be looking for what you got. Stop looking for her to tell you that she love you. If she keep coming home to you, apparently you got something that she likes.
She confused. We just want to know why this wasn't working. That it's like
you know what it is?
Yeah.
Is just take her for what she is.
Oh man,
we
get to talk back. We get to talk back.
You can question all you like. She ain't been asking.
Yeah, she definitely doing what she want to do.
Yeah, she definitely over there giving up the nugget, but she bringing home the bread. I mean, I'm not mad, boy. I'm just gonna say, you just gotta make sure that you bag up.
All right,
I'm
fair
just saying you don't want to get something. All right, Hollywood Rules with the $5. Wait, hold on.
No, I got you. Okay, Mr. Too Opinionated.
Yeah. Mr. Too Opinionated with the $5 super chat. If Game Pass is good enough to define and differentiate Xbox and not exclusive day and date, I want to see. They won't do it. It's too much fun with them dropping a title and you guys is questioning and they running the news cycle. They are running the news cycle. Ain't nobody talk about nobody else but talk about Indiana Jones. And it's so sad that it's happened this way, and we're a part of this, but they're running the news cycle. Hollywood Rules, $5 super chat, letting the goofy clown Keegley announce it like that. Even using the words "one more thing" was the ultimate F off. Rock Alley ally, here I come. Be careful with that Rock Ally. Be careful with that Rock Ally, bro. Simon Brandy with the £2 super chat finds a spot on. I can no longer defend Phil. I don't ever want anybody to defend somebody else. That man is a grown man. He doesn't need any defending. He doesn't need any definition. He doesn't need any description. I'm telling you, I don't ever forget what somebody has done. Right? So I won't ever. See, y'all do talk about he needs to lose some parts of his name. Why? He was accredited those credentials. When you got that certificate, they should take your diploma away for the stupid stuff that you say because you're not living up to the stuff that your teachers taught you.
I'm gonna take over the super chat. You doing too much. You attacking
that wasn't for him. That was for people out.
Your
that
bars right now. Your freestyle is too potent right now.
Saying, yo, y'all want to take away what he earned. We should take away what you earned. Get
Stop
back that bonus.
I'm taking a rebel.
I felt violated.
I felt offended. I felt like he took my high school diploma for super chat. I ain't like
that. Get that up.
Let me get the next one, so let me put you on.
I want Robot Octopus with the £10 super chat. Multiplat is step one. Next is Xbox PC hybrid that plays Steam. That means PlayStation on Xbox. By then, Sony will be used to PC money to withdraw. Yeah, that's right. Final step is third-party Xbox hardware 3D chess. I'm with you, brother.
All right. A-Mish AI. I don't know what the currency is, but it's 20 of it. I'm gonna
that nook.
I'm gonna play Game Pass on whatever hardware exists. Fair enough. And we got Gamer by Choice, $5 super chat. I've been gaming since the 70s and seen consoles come and go. I play on Xbox because I choose. Games going everywhere means nothing to me. Oh wow, he's a
Simon Brandy with the £5 super chat. Not everyone wants to rent games. Gamers still like to own games. Xbox is losing exclusive because of Game Pass. Ponder that for a moment. I lose Game Pass. All right, check this out. Then go buy your games. So when it do pop up in Game Pass, what you should do is buy it. Right? And what I'm going to do is continue to do what they said I'm able to do until I can. All right? Because I was the dude at Blockbuster. I was the dude at Redbox. I'm that guy. They no longer have those options. But you know what Phil said? Hold on. I got a platform for you. And I said, hell yeah, because I was doing this my whole life. So you can tell me about renting games and thinking that's some sort of slight, but that allows me to go buy Wukong on Steam. That allows me to go buy other games that I wouldn't have been able to do. So thank you. I appreciate it. But if you want to buy games, just because it's on Game Pass doesn't stop you from buying.
Spartan 661 with the gift in the 5 membership. Salute, brother. You got Lucius?
Oh yeah, okay. Lucius Augustus with the $5 super chat. Problem is the Xbox dude is still missing out on games from the smallest to the biggest. Meanwhile, Xbox is giving the little we have to PlayStation. You're right. And I feel what you're talking about. Games are missing the platform. And I think the platform has to be bigger itself. So it has to sell, it has to show it's able to sell in places.
Right.
And if they are traditionally trying to do it for the same 20 years and it's not getting any headway, you need to show that you'll be able to do it differently. The definition of insanity is to do the same things over and over again, expecting different results. And we haven't got different results, but we got new results now. So I think they're not crazy no more. Nerds and other legends with the $10 super chat. As long as there is no negative impact to their MAUs, that's right, that's monthly active users, Xbox and Microsoft will continue to push the line regardless of what the sentiment of the Xbox core fan base is. But the brand erosion will impact Generation 10, in my opinion. I agree with you.
Longhouse Gamer, salute, Viking and them, $5 super chat. The why do you care argument only comes from people that own multiple platforms, which are the minority. Interesting.
True. That's true.
Yeah, man.
Galveston with the $2 super chat. Miss my bro. Indy to PlayStation 5 in the spring. It's game of the year from Xbox on PlayStation. Yo, that'd be wild crazy too.
We didn't even talk about the elephant in the room, which is we have to admit that now when it's going to other platforms, because a lot of people like to talk tax and scrutiny, that this could be the poison pill that end up working for them, that all of a sudden people like
they can't say anything wrong because they don't know. See, everybody looking for a roadmap. When you don't know what they're gonna do, you can't disrespect any game that come out
because it could come to you. You might get that.
Yeah, we might get that. We got to shut up. We might get that.
Hollywood Rules, shout out $5 super chat. It's been I've been solely a console gamer since Atari, but like the song in Malcolm X, it said a change gonna come, and still love the ecosystem. And my library is here. Yeah, if you good, you good. You ain't gotta worry about your digital library. Salute. Stage 1X $2 super chat. Talk about that blue Xbox logo at the interview. Wow, I didn't catch that.
Okay, so what y'all got to do is stop that. All right, that's too much conspiracy theory. They use that blue for everybody for all 3 days. It wasn't just for that. But what you should have looked at when it said Phil's name, it said Microsoft Games.
Yeah.
It didn't say Xbox. And boy, you want to talk about a poison pill.
Interesting. We got I believe the Gina £5 super chat. Get a PC, Game Pass cheaper, pick up PlayStation exclusives on Steam, coming sooner and sooner. Announcing indie before it could shift Xbox console /subs is crazy.
Yup. Hollywood Rules $2 super chat. With football upcoming, is the showtime changing? No.
Nah, we don't better need no more. We go head up.
Yeah, we bigger than football.
Oh, my man, Jovar Ingi, Iceland in the building, $2 super chat. Love to the Lord. Thanks for the love. Much love to you, brother. I know you sent me some messages. I got to get back to you, see what's going on.
Listen, comedically inclined, $2 super chat. Get used to even more third parties skipping Xbox. I don't think so.
We'll see. Hollywood Rules, $2 super chat. Laughing my off. General stripping diplomas from people. Lord have mercy. Yeah, he was wild.
Yeah, Dr. Strangelove with the $5 super chat. Cog, did you and Maddie Tasty Steve have a little 3-way fun?
Oh no.
Ooh-wee.
Yo, Doc, you doing the most. This guy right here, man. We gonna move on from you. Amish
AI with the 20 Nook. I love Nook because Nook paid well, boy.
Looks good.
Game Pass saved me so much money to buy travel to the USA, New York City. Oh, wow. Blessings. You will have a great time here. The places to stay away from is the Bronx.
Yeah. Teddy Passion official. Yeah, be careful. Don't go around there. File some check. And the Bay Area, guys, is very some areas. You motivated me to make a video of Wukong performance on the Ally X and is 60 frames per second most of the time. It will be live later today on my channel. Oh, salute. We gotta put the link to the channel, Danny.
Make sure you include chapter 6.
Yo, Danny, please show me what I'm doing wrong. If I downloaded the wrong app, maybe I got the mobile app or something, but my joint is ill.
Oh, hold on. We got the legend in the chat, Desolate Gary. He said Concord is such a big flop that it's not even fun to talk about anymore. It's just kind of sad to see that much talent spent on that title. And then he said, I did miss that Microsoft gaming bit, though. Yeah, that was crazy. So look, we got to go back. Yeah, Concord.
Yeah,
That
we
we
gotta
gotta
go Concord.
All right,
What is
so
Concord?
no, well, actually we switched. We missed Avowed. We got.
Oh, we gotta get to Avowed,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we switch orders for Risk It. So we're gonna do Avowed and then we do Concord. So look, this is me. Yeah. Shout out to again XCOM, Gamescom LA, Xbox there, and I was out there and had the privilege of getting a chance to cover Avowed, man, and lot to talk about. Obviously, there's a lot of virality with what I covered, which definitely surprised me. As far as the frames and the performance and stuff like that. But look, I want to get into it as far as just the impressions first, because I think unfortunately that part has been missed. And look, let's talk about the game. So first off, full disclosure, playing on a PC, definitely high end ring. What I played definitely was 60 frames per second, right, on this PC.
Nice.
So Unreal Engine 5, man, I played for about an hour. Unreal Engine 5, that glow up, man, Fonz, it is a beautiful looking
I
game.
heard it's really beautiful.
Vibrant, sick. The Pillars world, the UE5s.
I've seen some things behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind, but it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It is absolutely
I've been
gorgeous.
waiting for Avowed, so
Yeah,
I'm
stunning.
excited for it.
Lighting, textures, facial animations are great. I will say, look, we ain't on Baldur's Gate level facial animations, but they are solid. They are much improved. They got the companion system. They got our man. They got a companion named Kai who's voiced by our man Garrus from Mass Effect. So it was good to see that. The cool thing about it is the high level of choice and consequence, that classic Obsidian / Bethesda Skyrim type of thing, but even more deeper with it in the sense of like so many options, things could go left.
That's what I'm looking for. The
Yeah.
options.
Oh, bro, the conversation. I was speaking to this. I call him the Gold and Silver Surfer. He's another god like you, and you could see where things go. But where's dope about the game is what I was trying to stress in the interview is that. See, me and you, Fonz, we come from Mass Effect with the codex, right? Remember with the codex, it would tell you have to go outside the game a little bit, and then, not outside the game, but you had to go to a certain menu, and it'll be like, the Batarians are blah, 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 blah,
Yes, and
the
then it tells
Solarians. What they do is you be talking, and King, you know this thing probably with a lot of these very high-voiced games. They'll go into a whole exposition, and your kid bother you, the phone ring,
Yep.
and now it's a choice, and you be like, oh, what I'm supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Now, so you got this press X for this dialogue history thing. You do that. It's a see-through screen that comes up. Not only does it show you and chronicle everything that was said, then it also shows you the lore. So when he's talking about godlikes,
Oh, that's
it'll be in
awesome.
blue. Then you hit that sub menu, and then it'll tell you what the glossary of the terms he's talking about for what you missed. Like the way they are handling dialogue in this game.
Yeah.
Is amazing. The choice of the level design.
Do you think that's AI?
No, this just feel like they just went extra hard with glossary terms. I mean, maybe it is, but in
I'm
my
talking about because
Yeah.
when you asked that question,
Yeah.
I wanted to know if it was AI
That handle that. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Space, yeah.
Yeah, no, look, I love that, and it's just so well done. The level design, the way you could approach things. Thing that really impressed me is I went kind of like a mage build, right? Had wand in one hand, grimoire book in the other hand. So I'm playing it just, doing the spells and doing all this stuff. I'm not realizing that the book itself is actually a thing. So that itself has its own set of spells. And I was doing this defensive stuff, the magic, the effects, crazy. Then the way you could play, the way you could approach situations, you could do it stealthily in the cut. Oh, confirm. We ain't got no Red 4 situation here. You go from, you attack them from behind, you get the drop. Boy, put the energy sword, get the stealth animation, kill, body duels, platforming, fire, jumping around. Like, just, it feels good. And then we come from Destiny 2 where, when you jump and you get close to the ledge, and we got our auto mantle to pull you up, to get you up in there. The game is absolutely, the long range, the magic, dope. I will say, melee still. All right, y'all got better. You're better than the second showing. But they still need to hear more impact. Now, they did tell us, the devs did tell us, that audio and impact are still some of the things they add at the very last minute. So he said, don't worry about that. We hear your feel. Because I told him, and the thing for the melee, for the mage guys, if you're a sorcerer guy, how is third person? Good question. No third person, because I challenged them on that. That was another one. Y'all got to shout out your boy. I was like, yo, where's third person at? Let's go. So I said, I stopped the demo and called to help. I said, yo, I want to get the third person pop. He said, no, for the sake of this demo, we're not showing you the third person yet. So I cannot confirm the third person, but we know it's there. But
Is
what
that a
I
red
play.
flag?
I mean, I guess it could be if the
it just
frames
sounds
drop.
like they're not as far along as I thought.
Right. I mean,
they're not showing you a third person.
The vibe I got is they wanted to show 3 builds. They had 3 saves. They had a barbarian class, a mage class, and a ranger class kind of thing. And remember, there's no classes in the game. These are builds. You could do whatever you want. You could put gun in the torso one hand, wand in the other hand. You could play however, and that's what's the beauty of it. And then they also got the companion abilities where they do their own special thing. The game is crazy. So what I had to give them feedback. I was like, y'all melee, y'all still needed to hit impactful. So they talk about that. And for the mage guys, you can actually make melee weapons and flame staffs and all this type of, it's crazy. They got finisher animations, all that. So look, this is another thing I never really seen games do. Maybe games have done it and I just haven't seen it. This is the first game, King, where every game we play, you're in the middle of the fight and you hit the button to drink the potion. Oh no, you physically pick up the joint, drink it. While it's a quick animation, but it just adds to the realism. So I need the potion for the thing. I need the thing. Like it is just, it's a flow to it. It's a dance to it. And it really is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So look, at the end of the day, I came into this game nervous because I was like, man, I don't know. The second one,
because they moved the game. Yeah.
Right. And then they moved it. And I left like, yo, they got one. This look like they just fixed up like 1 or 2 little things towards the end. You know what I'm saying? They got it. So let's get to the controversy. This is what y'all here for. So look, obviously, first off, I was surprised that, my interview, first, a salute to y'all. Thank y'all for everyone's support and everything. I was surprised that the interview went viral. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised that no one asked about performance.
Stop it. The interview. I mean, you're such a great interviewer now. Everybody looks to your videos now. Like you do an awesome job.
I appreciate you. I guess for me is that in the cycle of the news zeitgeist, I was late. I wasn't the first, right? So what surprised me, Fonz, that no one asked that question. Because remember,
that is surprising.
I'm learning from Redfall. Redfall taught me a valuable lesson. What happened, King? What happened?
Amish AI Nook with the $20 Nook. I love that Nook money.
Yeah. F it.
I'm gonna stay in the Bronx. I survived.
He real in the streets. Boost down.
I'm gonna tell you this, right?
Yeah.
Because I love you and you're in the chat and you're watching. All right. So imagine if Poland came over, because he did, over to the Bronx, right? And then imagine if every third world country came over to the Bronx because they did, right? And imagine the Bronx being the Bronx because it is, right?
Yeah.
And then you swirl it all up and make it into one good taffy. Bro, stay
out of the
downtown Manhattan.
Yeah, stay in Manhattan, fam.
Yeah,
don't do that.
If you gotta go close, I say stay in Queens, and that's Long Island City.
Yes.
That's a Jace right there.
Yeah.
Please, I want you to have a good time when you come to my city. I do not want you to be back in a third world country. You came to have fun.
Anyway, back on focus. So look, that's what surprised me. Again, not because I knew I wasn't first, but I was surprised no one asked. And again, learning from the Redfall situation, I'm like, we're not going to do this. I played it on PC, and I'm not going. What's the console guy going to get? Then shout out to, obviously, I had Matt Hansen, he was the art director, and Ryan Warden was the production director. Now, what surprised me, is the senior guy in the room is Ryan, right? So he's a production director. So when I passed the mic to him, he kind of was like, hey, I don't know. I thought
he ducked that face.
Yeah, he kind of was like, and remind you, I gave them an out. You know what I'm saying? I said, look, if you can't talk about it, right, that's cool, because I didn't expect, them to necessarily divulge it. And also, then Ryan Warden, who's the art director, I was surprised he grabbed it. And now we got, the famous quote, which was, we're targeting 30 frames per second, bare minimum. That's the expectation. It's a first-person single-player game. We don't necessarily need 60 frames. I was like, man, I know they ain't going to like that when they hear that one, but, I let them rock. And then he says, and that allows us to let juicier with visual effects, lighting, the other stuff. And, he said it's a trade-off. We opted to make relatively early. We're really happy with that. The game's running pretty smooth for how visually dense it is, and that was always our goal. Now, here's the thing. Look, no one's going to sit here and co-sign no 30 frames per second. That's not what I do. Obviously, I'm not going to be disrespectful when he's telling me that's his vision. And then also, a lot of you guys got to understand all this, Cog, why you didn't challenge him? PR is in the room. Y'all don't see this. PR is in the room. At any point, PR could be like, or what you call it, could tell him, or after, when it's over, say, hey, could you take that out? Because I had devs that I'm not going to say any names that I interviewed, that we asked certain questions, and they were like, yo, the guy kind of spoke out of turn, could you remove that? So shout out to Xbox and Obsidian for standing on it. I was surprised they stood on it and was like, this is where it's at. But here's the key statement I think everyone is missing that he said. He said, as far as a grading understanding on performance spec, we are still figuring all that stuff out. Performance is one of the last things you do, like audio. So this is my thing. If it's 30, it's 30. I ain't going to like that, for sure. But my gut tells me that maybe it's not. And maybe it's a Series X 60 and a Series S. And for conservative sake, they don't want to get themselves in trouble. And they say 30. I'm not making excuses for them. But at the end of the day, if I wasn't allowed to see third person at that point, if I wasn't still allowed to see certain things, he did said they're still polishing. They're still using this extra time. So I'm going to see what's going on. And also to Obsidian's point, most of the Obsidian games historically have been 60 for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember since they've come over something that really has it. So I'm going to see where it's at with it. But look, at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. Salute to them, for again, allowing me to interview, allowing me to check out the game and stuff like that. But yeah, that's
got a question.
Yeah, please ask your questions.
Delilah HD said something in the chat. I didn't realize this, but she said third person was confirmed later. And it was always going to be first person first. Yeah, yes. I knew it was going to be first person, but I thought third person was going to be there day one as well.
Yeah, it did. No, she is right, because a bit of announcement from the first to the second showing, we didn't know about it to the second showing with Carrie Patel. So it was later in the cycle. We always assumed that it was first person. So look,
but I would think it would drop day one, with both.
Oh, you mean the feature? Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think it's a situation where when the game is released in February, that third person won't be there. I got the sense, that it will be there. So look, I think personally, they're keeping it close to vest. They're still working. They're still optimizing. My gut instincts tells me for conservative purposes, they are not going to jump out the window. They know if they say 30, they safe right now. So that's just where I'm at. I'm not trying to cap for them. I'm just telling you the vibe I got in the room. And then
hopefully they do that for console players. I'll play it on PC, 100 frames, whatever.
Well, we know.
The thing is, you want to see that performance mode in all the games, because here's the thing: it comes down to choice. If people want all that visual flair and see the vision that the developers want in their game, that's fine. But giving people a choice, I think, is more important.
I agree.
And this is Zocker87, by the way. He said it best on Twitter when he found out about this. He said something to the effect of, "Give them a choice with frame rate like you do where they play." Because it's a play anywhere thing. They let you play on PC or Game Pass,
100%.
wherever you want, but you need to give them more choices.
I agree,
especially when it comes to frame rates. A lot of people have come to the realization that higher frame rates, despite the game, is usually always, well, not usually, it is better.
Of course, it's more fluid. And like I said, playing one of the fights, bro, I was fighting this like super crazy boss. The enemy density, the amount of things they had on the screen. And again, the PC build I was playing with 60 frames. I was zipping around, moving around. So I'm with you. I want that performance mode.
So then that's not indicative of the gameplay. The gameplay that I did use was not indicative of the gameplay that we will receive in February. That's what you're saying.
That's the vibe I'm getting. Look, I think they got more time.
They did say 30 frames per second. So the
as a baseline, he said his keywords. He said 30 frames as a baseline.
Yeah, obviously, like, I know the optimization for the console player is going to be baseline 30. And then, like they did say, because people tend not to listen, sound is last. And then optimization happens after that.
That's what he said.
That's all the way in February. So if all they got to worry about is sound, people, then it's optimization time.
Yeah. But to Fonz's point, what I do want is, we have seen with the series consoles, with the Starfield situation and the Redfall situation, I agree. I think Slow-Mo is the one that's always said it's like, I am at the point with Xbox that I want this at launch. I don't want you dropping this joint and then we got to wait a year or 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Starfield
part
was a year.
Yeah, like we got to get fully featured, complete situations. That's why I'm hoping
is
the delay.
That the whole return off of investment
could
thing?
be.
But yeah, how long are you willing to wait for the games? That's what people keep asking me when I bring up things like Wukong. Hey, it should have been delayed. They should have waited till they got it all fleshed out. And they're like, well, it already took them 8 years. Like, what do you want from these games? Like, I just want a complete product.
I feel you.
That's what I want. I want a complete product. So if you're telling me that, hey, 60 frames will be there, but it's going to be later, that's not a complete product to me.
Fair enough.
So why are you putting that out without that feature? Like, I don't know. And I know they have investors to make happy and all this stuff, and they got to make their money. But at the same time, when you continue to put out products that aren't meeting expectation, that's just going to hinder sales.
Yeah.
You are going to put off some people out there. And that's unfortunate.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And that, what I'm hoping for is what you said. I'm hoping that 6 months or whatever this delay, remember this delay.
Yeah, that's
the hope is this allows them more development time to do what they need to do. They were we talked about, Maddie asked him a great question about, like, how you feeling? Because now you next to Kingdom Come Deliverance in a week. And they was like, no, this is good. This is a resurgence to the genre. They didn't seem fazed by that in any they show respect. But that's what I'm hoping. I'm thinking at that time, hopefully it gives us ultimately what we want. But
I am never mad at a game delay.
Same.
I prefer it. I prefer it because they're telling me, hey, we need more time. Give them more time.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's all I wanted to say. But King, you got any bars for this before we move on the Avowed thing?
Well, it never tempered my expectations for the game when it came to the release. When what I saw from you guys, it just exacerbated it more. Like, I was more enthusiastic because they didn't show that the first time they showed it.
Yeah.
The first time they showed it, it looked kind of bland. And then I'm like, okay, they said they moved to the next engine. The next time they showed it, it looked a little bit better. This is the last time you showed, I saw all the colors popping.
Sick.
I saw stuff happening. I was like, oh, okay. I said, all right. And then I was listening to what they were saying with the interview at lordsofgaming.net and from Iron Lords podcast, which was the first to break the news and all that stuff. Was even great.
Independent.
I'm just saying. It's just that people are dwelling on certain aspects that may or may not be there. And what I've seen is every time I've seen it, it looked better.
Yes.
Right? And then I get the dialogue tree. If you thought they was the masters of the dialogue, these dudes said, hold my beer. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into that. Best. And my only question would have been,
what's your question?
How did you obtain that level of deep? This is back to the AI. How did you obtain that level of deepness in that sub bar on the fly? Was that with the usage of AI? Did AI help y'all with script writing in certain parts that allowed it to be a little bit more intuitive? Or was that something that you always thought about and stuff like that? So is AI helping when it comes to dialogue trees? I think that is something that can go a long way with future developers in trying to figure out how to master dialogue trees, because we already know Obsidian are kind of the masters when it comes to this stuff, and we want to see that stuff a little bit in Outer Worlds too, and stuff like that changing. But it was those aspects of it. We've gotten more insight to the game from your interview, and I'm only elated in what's going to happen. I'm glad it was delayed, to be honest with you, because if we see this level of growth from the last time it was shown, and for whatever reason, I don't care if it was Stalker, I don't care if it was Dragon Age, it was delayed, and the next time we see it, is it running at 60? Does it have that third person mode to it? Are those things going to be answered? Because I think the next time we see it, excuse me, would probably be in November, December, before, or the January show.
Probably January Developer Direct. That's what I think.
Before they release it. And it'll probably be something like a deep dive in January.
Absolutely. And then from there, we'll probably get the finalization on all consoles, performance, and then also third-person mode. We'll get to see more stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm with you. And like I said, the game, I thought they showed out. I left more confident about the game. And that's what
and that's what I saw you sitting there looking like Thanos.
Shout out to Maddie in there holding it down. It was dope, but that's all I got.
So you saw like
what's up?
The particle effects and everything that's going on, and it must be beautiful because the shots that I saw, it looked really clean.
Yes.
Like, and when I say it's pristine, it's beautiful and vibrant.
That's vibrant as hell, and that's the thing. That's why I was so confident, because you got to remember, I'm a huge Obsidian fan, but one thing I got to admit, Obsidian was never known for, we got the graphical fidelity,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
This was the first time I was like, oh, y'all got a
good.
glow up. Like, this UE5 with y'all. Like, I'm so glad they went there because I'm like, this game looks amazing.
Do you know what's funny? Even when people were talking badly about how the game looked the second time we saw, or even the first time we saw it, it didn't bother me at all. I was still excited for it because it was an Obsidian game.
Obsidian game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro.
Their pedigree speaks for itself, man.
Now they got it.
Their
They got it.
RPGs are incredible.
Incredible.
Like,
Shout out to you for bringing video. Because a lot of people I was seeing was doing still pictures.
Yeah.
And then I got a chance to see your video.
Love.
I was like,
Love.
okay.
Love. Yeah, man.
And
Got the
that's our style, because he has learned under the tutelage of King. And he knows visualization.
Yes,
is
sir.
key
Yes, sir.
to bringing that to the masses. So
Yes,
I do
sir.
appreciate that, because a lot of stuff that you was there when you were there, you wasn't able to capture footage of it
Right.
because dudes was kind of squeamish. So
Yeah, they don't want you to
we
do no
do
direct
know them.
capture on this one, but they was gonna
Right.
provide the B-roll. And again, I got an hour with it, so they were super confident to let you rock. They let me any question I had, they let me ask. It was, what I'm saying. That's why
So you wasn't hampered by in any bit. Okay.
And the thing about it is, you could see the thing that's so dope for us that you go like is the choice and consequence. Where those decisions, there was a dude I ran up on, and he was like, "Yo, I'm going through it. He was about to die, whatever. You had a choice to give him the potion, whatever." And I saved him or whatever. But like Maddie told me, like his joint, he let dude died on the spot. It was some crazy thing. Then that golden silver surfer guy like Maddie out here fighting and beefing with him. And I'm like, I didn't know they had swimming.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah, you said that in the video.
That blew me away. Like the way you can go through things with stealth or use the environment in different ways. There's so many ways. And then Fonz, another thing you're gonna like.
So it was just a vertical slice of the game. How long did
they
you
let
get
me
to
rock
play?
for about an hour this whole segment.
So you were cool with Silver Surfer, Gold Silver Surfer, and Maddie wasn't.
Yeah, Maddie did start touching stuff. He was like, stop touching
I
that.
like that.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what I like.
He ended up fighting them. Then they told us because of that and all the different choices, 50 semi-endings. Like they talking like crazy things, the amount of things that the gameplay, your gameplay about. You know what they brought up? What I love? He said, we're from the thing that even if a small percentage of people have never seen it, we want someone to say, yo, did that happen to you? And you go, wait a minute, I didn't know. That's that old BioWare Mass Effect energy. You know what I'm saying? Where that playthroughs, you go, oh, yo, that's dope. I didn't know that you could kill Samara and have the
Baldur's Gate
sister.
3, just
Yes.
recently. Same thing.
That's the sad part was lost in all of this frame rate stuff because I'm like, yo, this game is fire. You know what I'm saying? But, look, all I want them, I can't wait. I just, please make that melee punchy. Make that sound. I just need the melee for the ball. Yeah,
crunch.
Yeah, just you gotta make that crunch. It was still a little flimsy. It sounded like little pots and it didn't sound.
Yeah, because even when you go back to like playing Elder Scrolls and stuff, like the first person with the
butter knife where they had the butter knife.
It's not always the best feeling thing, so it's kind of hard to convey. But sound really will help that impact. And
to their point, they said, "Cog, sound, we hear you." They said, sound is the last thing we add, but trust me. He looked me in the eye. He was like, trust me, we hear you. We know what you're talking about. I'm like, all right, since you do that, you got me all the way. I just got to give y'all, because I'm going to give y'all the real. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell y'all like that part right there, not it. You know what I'm saying, kind of thing. But salute to Obsidian, man. They did the Black Rock did their thing. Again, salute to Xbox for having me out there and let me ask the questions I want to ask. So salute to y'all. So anyway, any of y'all super chats came before the last one with Concord and we get up out of here? How are we looking? All right, no super chat. All right, cool. All right, let's see. Just double check the super chats. Yep, you're right. Boom. Let's see. Concord. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Lot of information is now coming out. Shout out to Paul Tassi initially, who put out an article during the beta period. He was questioning, was like, "Yo, does PlayStation's Concord even have a chance?" And at that time,
is that a game? Is that a game?
It is a game from Firewalk Studios that came out, Firewalk Games, and hero shooter. And at the time, this was the beta, like the one that they did free open, and it was only 2,000 concurrent players at that time. So since then, this is comic. They said Concord appears to be PlayStation 5's first flop of 2024. Basically, obviously we know what Wukong did, and they could barely hit 600 concurrent users, and they
Oh man,
yeah, so
that is hot dog water.
they said even Uncharted Legacy of Thieves 24-hour peak was 587. They said this paints a very grim picture for the actual online user base, and obviously Metacritic is currently sitting at a 69, which is very low, obviously not good. And yeah, people are concerned. People are concerned about this game. Obviously, Fireworks Studios' first game. This is where they were acquired for this game, as far as Concord. So yeah, Fonz, let's open it up, man. What are we thinking about this whole situation? Is Concord the serious flop for them?
You don't want to see any studio, have a game come out like this. Like that is terrible. This studio put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this game. I get it. Yeah, it sucks. But at the same time, it's a learning lesson. One of the things that I will point out here that not many will probably speak up on is
let's go.
A lot of people don't want to play those characters that are in the game. They just look silly. All of them just look, I don't know, mediocre at best.
Yep.
I was looking at them and like, there's no cool factor about any one of them. And there's
like the lizard guy?
No, none of it. None of it. I mean, if you're talking about like a reptilian.
What about the fat robot? How the hell did the robot eat too much carbs? I'm just trying to figure that part out.
I don't know, but I think people this is not it. This is not what they wanted to play. And again, it's not just the characters themselves. It's also the gameplay elements. It's very much like Overwatch or any other hero shooters out there. But in those hero shooters, you want to play as something really cool. And then you just see a fat guy with glasses and a gun, and you're like, do I really want to play this guy? And I'm not shaming nobody. I'm just keeping it real.
I don't want to do that, Fonz.
I like to play people in the game, the protagonists that look better than me.
Yep, like Tekken people.
I like cool looking people, big buff people, whatever. Or good looking women.
We can't have no mediocres, no B's, and no C's.
I think a lot of people are just like, no, I don't want to be this dude. I don't want to be that person. It's just.
No, I mean the people agree with you.
My Guardian looks dope.
The people are agreeing with you. It's clearly there's something about this game. You're right that is not resonating. Kind of thing. But continue. I'm sorry, Foz, I interrupted you.
No. I think that is one of the biggest pet peeves about this game is the characters. They're just uncool.
Yeah, no, I mean it is interesting to see, how this is going down. I wanted to go to Hip Kingdom Wars next. I already know it's coming. Obviously, even I think shout out to who was that put it in the chat. They said it's even less. Captain Chat said it's currently $3.95 Ham Solo, 300 only 400 people on Steam right now.
Sinister said, "Big buff. We know someone that's beefy."
Hey,
you stupid, Sinister.
If used you in the game, I would have been better than playing. It's just I look through those characters and I'm like, why?
He like, I'm not doing it.
Play as any of these.
Oh man, it's okay, man. Concord looks like PlayStation flop of 2024.
Helldivers was a flop for PlayStation in 2024 if the PC dudes didn't pick it up. Y'all dudes y'all have revisionist history. You don't remember it ain't sell well on that PlayStation, and Helldivers was so supremely well on that PC, and PC held y'all guys up for a minute. You know who didn't come to the fight? PC. And then if you look at it, if it didn't sell 1K and PC got 600 of them. Y'all dudes ain't support it. And then I get to watch all you PlayStation dudes. We don't support trash games. Y'all ain't support Helldivers, but y'all claimed Helldivers. Right? Y'all not gonna pick and choose who y'all gonna put your numbers behind and what's gonna be. Why don't y'all just tell the truth and shame the devil and let it be what it is? Those games, any games of a service, any games of like that. If you want to look at the contemporaries. If you want to look at Overwatch is available everywhere. Free to play. Get down and lay down. Have some fun. Everybody, let's do it. You know when they get the money back? See, you didn't believe in your product, so you wanted your money up front. But when you believe in your product, you get the back end money. Like you do the concert, and you get paid the back end money because you know you nice, right? When you know you not nice, you need your money up front before you perform. I know you dudes. Y'all not telling me nothing slick that I don't know. Y'all went to the well one too many times with the fake formula. The first time they was like, all right, we know this is your first time. Like Fane said earlier, Game Science is your first time. We're gonna give you a pass. Second time you come through with the same BS, you're gonna see it's gonna fall like Concord, right? So the first time Sony did it with Helldivers, PC dudes is like, your first time doing this. Y'all doing it day to day. We're gonna give y'all some love over here.
But they got upset. Remember when they pulled the launcher crap, the PlayStation launcher mandatory, and then that locked out a lot. There was a lot of vitriol before that. They lost some numbers.
Yes, and then they came back with the same launcher crap. You know what the PC said? PC will always remember. They like Petrick Farms. Petrick Farm will always remember, B.
North remembers.
The North will never forget. And they ain't forget, and your numbers dictate where you are. Yo, bro. Sony, I'm going to sit down with you. I'm going to talk to you. So you notice there ain't no shades today. Today, I'm out here with Cog. We got to read super chats. We got to participate. We got to be about this life. And being about this life.
That anyway? Where is Saul?
Number 19 is out here.
Number 19.
Lord 19 has taken both our brothers from us.
Yeah, both of them is under the wheel.
Under the wheel.
It's going around big time.
Yeah,
as long as they ain't got the monkeypox.
Yeah, hey, Wukong is listening. Do not do that. Wukong don't like us mention monkeys in 19.
No. Yeah, the new Wukong pox is crazy.
It's a myth. Yeah. We don't talk about that.
You don't want that black myth.
That's the black myth.
You don't want that.
You don't want that, son Wukong.
You don't want the black myth pox. Stupid. You dudes need to stop charging people. It shows a less confidence in your games of service. It's a game of service. Put it out. Let it perform off its merits. Now, also, listen to the community. If the community say your characters aren't what they like, show the DLC characters that you're going to drop that are lit, right? Show them.
It's too late.
Show them. I know. Listen. No, it was all right. You would have got more. You would have got more bees with honey than what you did put out, because you put out poo poo. Right, you ain't gonna get no bees with poo poo. Right, what you're gonna get is flies, and it's stinking out the area. What y'all need to do, what y'all should have did was not drop that. Y'all should have dropped that price tag. Now, somebody put and I saw it because y'all learned. Didn't they do this with Foam Stars? Wasn't Foam Stars?
Destruction All Stars?
Destruction All Stars.
Yeah, remember that came out. They tried to charge, and then it was flop.
And they had to revert, and they had to throw it inside the service. And then once they throw it in the service, it saw a bump for a couple of days, and then it fell back down flat. Right. Because you didn't have the backing behind it. I think your strategy, Sony, as a multiplayer gaming console is flawed. It's something that y'all haven't done. And y'all have to lean. That's why Call of Duty was they relied on Call of Duty so heavy.
I agree.
Right. And that's a bigger blow, because when you don't do something really well, but you have a third party that you've invested in and you have marketing rights, you look at that as your first party. You treated it as such, and you use that revenue to fund what you was really good at. Now you got to find money in other areas to fund what you're not good at, to get that up to snuff. And what you're good at is suffering as well, because those games is pushed back with no dates, no thought process, because you are so deficient in one area. And this loss is going to affect you harder because of that. The roadmap was very defunct. Next game of service. Don't give up, because loss is going to teach you in life how to do things different.
I mean, just to push back a little, I mean, Hiroki seemed like everything you said sounded like when Jim was there. When Jim was there, Jim was saying, yo, we're going to have like 10 of these things. We're going to keep it moving. But we got to admit, since Hiroki took over, he's like, y'all dudes is inefficient. It just seemed like a different energy. And I'm wondering if... Because
they don't have any operating costs.
Right, but I'm wondering now if that changed when you have a joint like this, and then we know about the factions and
okay. The problem, that's a huge problem, right? But it's a good problem to have because you can see the metrics and where you went wrong.
Okay.
The metrics I'm telling them when they went wrong was the sale, the point of purchase. Games of service is not the same thing as a single player story-driven narrative game. That is drove through point of purchase. Games of service, you make that money back in the services that you provide to the gamers, i.e. games of service.
Right.
You can't say point of purchase, game of service. So
you talk about that 40 off top, like stop that. Okay.
That 40, you could have made that 40 back easily if you had a compelling product. You probably didn't believe in your product. So like I said, you wanted the money up front. Destiny, they sold you the game. They realized at some point in time, their burn rate was too high. They had to go to free to play and give you vanilla. That's when they saw a bump in the user base for new users coming in. They already had us sucked in. They already had us dumb guardian locked in.
Facts.
What Fortnite realized from the get-go, we're going to get the money off the back end. We give it to them free, and it's everywhere. If you're going to emulate anyone, emulate the best. From the top down. Copy their business model so you too can have the same level of success. They're committed wholeheartedly to the best. They commit wholeheartedly to that business model, and that business model bears fruit. Do the same, and you could have put a God of War skin inside Concord. You could have put a Ratchet and Clank skin inside of Concord. You have these IPs that you could have put a Nathan Drake inside Concord, but you won't get the chance to do that to save your franchise because you didn't care enough to make it the best that it could have been. And it's only your own fault that is looking that way. But this was false fruit from Helldivers. Helldivers gave you the false belief that you can do these same practices. The PC remembered what you did there, and they didn't believe you now. So this is what you're bearing. And it will only get worse for you until you drop that stupid, you got to sign in stuff. Right. That stuff soured them all for this next product. And you just don't listen because you don't value the consumer. You value the dollar. And was that money worth it? That's all I'm saying.
Look, you're not wrong.
No, I hear you. I mean, for me, it's just like, man, I wouldn't. I like Firewalk. They got a lot of talent over there. Like, I got a lot of some.
Now, do they stick around?
That's the question. And that's
the game itself looks really good. You know, Concord, like, you know, when you watch everything going on, it looks like a good running game. It looks to perform well. It looks very nice aesthetically. It's just those characters. Yeah. And just.
They kind of went for that bootleg Guardians of the Galaxy energy.
But that's why games like Fortnite really appeal to a lot of people. They have a lot of cool characters. And they keep adding cool characters all the time. I'm surprised nobody else is really doing that in a gas game like Fortnite, because that is the big appeal. It's like, oh, you got this, you got Spider-Man, you got man, you just get all these different cool characters.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at, I played that, me and King played that Marvel Rivals, and we like, they gonna die a horrible death when Marvel Rivals come out. So it's like, they dying now and ain't no competition. So I'm just like, ooh, this is bad. When you got, less than 600, 400.
I didn't want that.
Yeah, that's awful. Like, there's nothing. And to King's point, you know, you have to question, like, what happens to Firewalk Studio? This is a huge investment. They clearly saw this game, invested, Sony, right? And we have to say, this is now the second time they've been finessed in a way, because we got to look at the Bungie situation. As much as Bungie's one of my favorites, that situation is looking at a finesse. And it also makes me look at, what about Marathon now, right? We have not heard that this game is free to play. With an extraction shooter that now is going to have some hero character elements to it, I don't know who signed off on it. Is the question on also the Concord situation. So,
and apparently in development hell.
In hell, we saw what Shreya said. And to me, if they ain't free to play, we may be revisiting this again. So to me, I just got to keep it real. Like, this is, people want to talk about leadership, but this bet on live service so far, not saying it was the wrong move to do because they needed live service, but I agree with King. It felt like they kind of got caught. I always felt they got caught with their pants down when the ABK deal happened. That was the last thing that they ever thought would be taken from them because that was a de facto moneymaker. They had the marketing rights. They didn't have to invest in multiplayer because they had the #1 joint that people associated with the PlayStation. And they did the skins, they did the exclusive stuff. They were locked in. When that got taken away from them, I don't care what no one said. To me, that accelerated the timeline on the Bungie thing. That accelerated the timeline on the Firewalk thing. And I am curious as far as now what happens now, because Hiroki Totoki is not playing. When dudes are being inefficient, we already seen what's happening to Bungie, the slashing and stuff like that. What's going to happen to Firewalk? I'm very, very interested in that. And then also, they still got to show me, because I still think they still making mistakes with this, like forcing the launcher for multiplayer games to a Steam base. PC does not play that. You trying to force dudes to do your launcher and you not going to let them in? Okay, we're going to see how that works for you. We're going to see how it works.
Guys are a different breed when it comes to gamers. What I've noticed, like some of them, they will not go over to console for any game. They're like, oh, no, I'll just wait for that to hit the PC, you know? Well, it might be a year. Yeah, I'll wait a year.
Bro.
And they're committed. So whenever and with their launchers, they don't play either. They're like, no, I only use Steam launcher.
Bro, you know PC. They ain't not even trying to go to Epic when it's free.
No.
They like,
nope. To give away free games. They're like, no, I don't want that launcher.
We good. Now you telling us to do that? And shout out to Gaz in the chat. He says something about the cold fire. I'm very concerned. People talking up like we gotta be now. This is the first time I'm not gonna go full tax mode, but we gotta keep it real. When there is a failure on other platforms and we hear about it, right? We hear about it from all over the major outlets or what's going on, how does it talk about the studios in trouble. Where is this? And this studio dropped this game. They acquired them for this. This is a colossal flop. Like, we can't sugarcoat. This is less than Redfall.
Oh,
like this is the game that everyone said was
a success.
This is less than Bleeding Edge. This is a disaster. I am not seeing the reporting. I am not seeing that. And I have to keep it a buck on this. This is a colossal failure. You cannot spin it. And this could result in this studio being in trouble.
You know what's crazy? I'm seeing a lot of advertising for Concord. There's a lot of marketing for Concord. So how much are they spending in marketing alone? They're losing money big time right now.
And absolutely. And the thing that's interesting is, like I said, they saw this game as a jump off point, as a, we're going to promote this thing. This is going to be a big push. And to see this type of result is very damning. So, yeah, I am very concerned.
That the developers of Concord are lashing out at gamers for not liking their game.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
On Twitter.
Wow.
Calling people talentless.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. Wow. Oh,
that's not good.
Yeah, I hope that's I hope that's not the case.
That's true. That's not good.
That's not good. You don't want to do that. The gamer's going to decide what your thing is. So we'll see. I think the last thing from it is probably, if I had to guess, I don't know if they go free to play, but I think with King, maybe they throw it in PlayStation. Yeah, they throw it in PlayStation Plus, see how it does. Maybe try to do one more push as far as like a DLC, extra characters and stuff like that. Games have turned around, but I've never seen something this low.
How's Foam Stars doing?
Yeah,
there's probably more players on Foam Stars. I'm being real.
I expected Foam Stars to be announced at Gamescom to come over to Xbox to give that thing legs. I thought so. I mean, I don't care. I just feel that when you have a game of service, it should be available everywhere. Y'all even heard me say that whatever games of services was locked.
Yeah, we said that.
I thought Halo was free to play everywhere. To be honest with you. And then I found out it was. I was like, no wonder you look like how you look.
Yo, you stupid.
But I'm just saying. And if y'all think I don't keep the same energy across the board, I'm a Fortnite stan, right? I don't feel that anything should be locked off for anybody. I think everything should be free to play across the board. I don't think marketing rights gave you the advantage like Destiny did with Sony early on, where I had to wait for the Hawk Moon for a whole year and a half. I'm never going to forget that. And I was like, I waited this long for this damn gun, and it wasn't all that. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, games and services should be available to everyone on every screen, everywhere, in order for it to live. And I want those games to live. Yeah. Even if I don't agree with the character models, I don't want any game to die because developers, this is their livelihood, right?
Yeah.
And I see the love in the game. I told you guys, I saw the animations. The animations look dope. I saw the anime cartoon that they had to go along with the vignette. That looked dope. I loved everything about it.
Except for the characters.
That part
didn't look dope.
That
they were whack.
What it looked
we got it. We got the classic. We got the classic pause line.
That's it. We out of here.
We out. That's when you know we got to get out of here. He said it, man. There it is.
Whack. Yo, so Spartan 661 $19 super chat. I'm not looking forward to seeing Microsoft games being released on Xbox to get a bad score, then released on a PlayStation months later that has all the bug fixes. If it's a multi-plat, let it be day and date. I feel you.
Yo, you shut up,
Mark,
yep,
with the $20 super chat, Concord is chasing trends from every other hero shooter. Why would I pay for Concord when other games do the same, which are free to play? Concord is a brand new IP and characters that no one knows anything about. SP mode, single player modes needed. True. And maybe they thought about that stuff for later, but I don't think you get to later if you didn't invest in the now. Then the now matters more than later.
Yeah.
And if you put away the now in hopes for later to come, later may never show up.
But see, nobody knew the characters from Overwatch when that dropped.
Yeah.
But they had some cool looking characters.
Yeah.
So people played it.
Yeah.
And it was game of the year that year.
Yeah, character design was top notch.
At my big guess, I did not want that game to be game of the year. We're not gonna do that.
Nah, listen, it did what it did. We did what it did.
Man,
it is what it is. Salute, man. But again, before we get out, we got a poll question. You know what I'm saying? Then we get Fonz up out of here. We'll rock with us. All right. So with the inconsistent messaging regarding Xbox Game Studio exclusivity, what do you think is the best approach for Xbox moving forward? A, rip the damn Band-Aid off and make all the games multi-plat. B, define what exactly classifies as an Xbox exclusive. C, let's risk it, but miss this one. No tentpole franchises made multi-plat. Or D, I don't care. Xbox exclusives will now get the respect they finally deserve. Shout out to my man Fonzarelli. Shout out to my man. What's up?
Wouldn't it be funny if when IndianaJones goes over to
Game of the Year,
wins Game of the Year over there?
Bro, what if Xbox knew all along? This is what you got. You got to do. You got to feed them the poison pill. You got to make them love you.
That's hilarious.
What if it's the secret?
That's why they had Jeff reveal it, right?
Yeah, I'm saying you got to make it now. Nobody can say it's coming to your platform. You can't say it's whack now.
That part.
My man Fonzarelli, Fonz Gaming. Where can I find you? What you got going on, sir?
Man, they can find me at Fonz Gaming here on YouTube and do my show every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. Eastern. I know it's a bit late for a lot of you out there, but I usually on Sundays I'm really busy. Today, of all days, when you hit me up, I was available, and I was like, hell yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, yes, I can find
I was happy too, because I got a chance to talk to you about a situation.
Yeah, for sure. And also, we could always talk off the air too.
We can really talk about that.
Yeah. So, one of the reasons why, why I had to move, not just because I'm doing things on Sunday too. Football season, David.
Yes, sir.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Me. And Niners. Yeah.
Let's get this IU thing done, man. I'm getting frustrated.
Yeah. I'm seeing some good things from some of the rookies, though.
Yeah, shout out to Dominic Pooney, looking right. Stafford looking right.
Mustafa.
Yes, sir.
Mustafa, as we call him in the day. Look, you can find me there, and I do my show, Games Talk Live, of course, with Hargeet Chani. He might be in the chat still. Follow him too, by the way, at Hargeet Chani here on YouTube. He does content as well.
Yeah, I followed him. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool. Anyways, I had a great time. Chat is always freaking amazing on ILP. You know, that's something that we do share. Is not only do we share a lot of the same people that come to our, you know, shows, but just great chats.
Yes.
Amazing chats. You hardly ever get any like real trolls. And I don't either. You know, it's rare. And so
Now we just get the pause-worthy stuff.
Yeah, we get
you guys get
we get the
you guys get the weirdest stuff.
the essay, the assault, the essay.
That's only when Sovereign is here, though. We
Yeah.
get a little bit of it.
Yeah, we got a little
When we
bit.
get back. Yeah,
Oh.
we expect to see more of it.
Oh, your co-host is in here, Hoggy Shadi. $5
there
in the chat.
he is.
He said 2 Xbox PC Global Starfield Premium upgrade. He hit y'all with the Shattered Space. Oh, for the people who have Game Pass, bro, y'all better just 2 Shattered Space
Doug's
jumbles.
just mad because he wanted that code. He's like,
I got it already, but I'm kind of hating. I'm like, damn, that's what's up.
That
When
dude's
does that
already
drop, by the
copied
way?
and pasted that.
You already know. When does it drop? September 28th? Very end.
September 30th.
30th? Okay, yeah. Very end of the month. Very end of the month. Salute. Now, appreciate you, Fuzz. You already
I
know.
appreciate you, the invite, man.
No doubt. Again, salute to Risky for the Biscuit, Australia in the building. Gave us some bars out there, Gamescom, and of course the homie Fame Entertainment. We talked him back off the ledge, King. We talked him back off. He was ready to jump, but he realized he do like the games. He liked the platform better. He stays. So I think we got him. You know what I'm saying?
The thing I always say is like, where are you gonna go?
Where you going to go? That's what I tell dudes.
You're gonna jump to the side you've been talking about badly about
That you
for a long
don't
time.
like. You don't
it
like
doesn't
them.
make sense.
I agree.
It doesn't make sense.
And I think Xbox is calling our bluff. I think they know you
Well,
ain't
they
going nowhere.
already know we ain't going no damn
Yep.
place. You know, dudes is just selling wolf tickets. I
That's
listen.
old.
That's old
Yeah,
school.
exactly.
I
you
like
know,
that. That's old
yeah.
school.
Yeah,
Selling
go
wolf
fit.
tickets. I
Yeah,
love that.
I like
these
that.
dudes is out here selling wolf tickets, acting like they're gonna do something. Yeah, you frog elite. That's what I'm talking about. Like you frog elite.
But
Dude, you're
yeah.
in the best position
It
ever.
is funny when dudes say I'm done with it, but I was still picking up on PC, or I was still picking up. Like you still giving them money, bro. Like you're not standing on anything. Like you're still. I'm picking up on PS4. All right,
Even
cool.
When they go to like PlayStation, yeah, okay.
All right,
I'm still gonna buy it on PlayStation.
Xbox is like
Okay,
fine.
You're still
Do that.
giving Xbox your money.
It's the wildest thing when dudes is like, I'm done with the platform. I'm going over to PlayStation and buy the same game.
We gotta be real. We gotta be real. Salute, you already know. And of course, send love to Sarv and Addict. They going through it, man. Number 19 outside doing his thing. But we gonna hopefully they heal up. But the king in rare form, getting his bars off. Where can I find people find what you got going on, sir?
You can find me on Xbox Frontline News. But first and foremost, I want to thank everybody that did come through. First, Fonz popped in, and that's my brother from another mother. My dude came through. I'm talking about, you want to talk about a dude that is committed to us as gamers and the art form. My man drove hours, and he got there fresh. You want to talk about a dude that looked like what he looked like on air?
It's 100% what he is.
What he is when you get there, fresh, clean.
Yes,
not,
sir.
Not flashy.
Not flashy.
It's chilling.
Clean.
In the cut.
The hat was clean.
I have to get my wardrobe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I may even change in a day. That's just me.
Maybe switch it up for him.
Yeah, old school clean, dude. Like clean style. You always have that friend that's clean. Like,
yes.
Like, damn, you ain't getting no ketchup on your shirt. No.
Shoes gotta be clean.
The shoes clean, no scuffs, no scuffs. That dude. He the no scuff dude.
Yeah, he no scuffs, no wrinkles, no stains, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see my shirt is wrinkled, not him, bro.
Yeah.
But he came through.
I was ironing in that room, man. In the hotel room. Oh yeah.
I'm down with Fonz. Fonz keeps it real. He keeps it even across the boards. And
yes, sir.
I respect my brother for what he does. And we talked a lot about the journey and staying in his spot. And his spot is secured as a legend. So I respect you being here. Man. I love the fact that we got a chance to say that something was whack today.
Yes.
I look forward to that as like you should have a T-shirt that says that's whack.
Whack. Yeah.
And I definitely buy that. Definitely.
Thanks.
We had Risk It show up.
Hoggy out here giving the Wukong. I need that. You should have thrown that to me. I'm sorry.
Too late. Gone. Shout out to my man Risk It. He was over there. I did want to pick his brain on how it was over there. we long-winded, short on time. It was great topics today. So whatever we did get a chance, whatever gems we did pull from his mind, I do appreciate it. Will get on his show and chop it up with him at some point in time. So thank you for showing up, brother. And Fame, my man Fame, got a chance to meet him at the last show, and a legend in this game, and the stuff that his channel was able to do, like Dallas told him, he can go platinum with no features. That's high praise, bro.
Facts.
Seriously, from your peers to know and respect you and see you in this space, because we see you in this space. Level 1 gaming is dope. Your team is dope, and I rocks with you dudes, and you got my respect always. Xbox Frontline News. I drop videos daily. Listen, sometimes I get pissed off with the titles. That ain't me all the time, but I sign off on everything. So know that if it's messy, I still signed off on it, even if I didn't create it. Fridays, live shows, Xbox Frontline Fight Night Edition. That's when we have all the fighters from across the world come up into one area to get their mix on, to get their squabble in. And if you didn't show up, then obviously you ain't built like that. I understand that you soft and you weak. You want to look from across the street.
Man,
right? You don't want to take none of these. The game is crazy because we got receipts like when you got beat down, like it goes down. And if y'all look at all of it, is equal footing, and dudes are getting better at games that they're not well versed at. But it's dudes having fun. Now, don't look for no invitation from me because I'm not in massaging grown man egos. I'm not into doing that. Show up, show out, bring your best games controller. I don't want to hear nothing when you fight. Oh, my controller disconnect. I don't hear none of that. You're going to get your hands and feet dirty, right? And we give out coins at the end of the day. We also give out $100 worth of free food. But this is about bringing the community tighter. Yes, I don't want to talk about what's going wrong with the community. I want to see what's going right with it. And I want to see you guys playing games. We had King Thrash come through, and hopefully next week we get him the chance to come through and play some games. It's not about what side of the street you on. We all are gamers. We're all in the same pool. We are all about the same thing. So come through, hang out, get your hands and your feet dirty. And if you don't want to partake, but you just want to peek through that window and see what real men do, we put hands and feet on each other. All right. And listen, that's not excluding gaming females, because I really would nominate any gaming female out there that want to come through and put hands and feet on us. Come through. Like,
you about that smoke?
Show me your Jin. Show me your Law. Show me your Kenny, your Ryu. Or if you main Chung Lee, or if you main Zayu, whatever you do, come through and do it. Women are welcome as well. Everybody's welcome, because when we all play, we all
here we go.
Platform ascended.
There you go. Anyway, again, salute to everybody that pulled up. Super fun chat. Already knew the boss is gonna be crazy. Shout out to all. Let's get a super chat. Again, Harji Shadid with the 2 giveaways. He gave away that Wukong, gave away that Starfield. Shout out to Hollywood Rules hating. $2 super chat. Pause that 49er talk. See you next minute. Jets, let's go. Right, Gabe. What? Oh, we gonna be beefing, King. Jets and Jets and Niners. I think it's a Monday night jump off. We're gonna have to put the beats on them right quick.
Sorry for your Jets.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put the beats in. If Ayuk there, y'all definitely gonna get that smoke. You know what I'm saying? Sauce, I don't want that sauce. Anyway,
especially if Ayuk signed.
If Ayuk signed, ooh, somebody leg gonna be spinning. Hey, stop that Dallas Cowboys talk. We know what you do to y'all. Dip down. Come on now. We know what we do to y'all. Every time. Anyway, look, we gonna get up out of here. We enjoy y'all Sunday. We gone. Peace.